Hi, strangers. Welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to the 1-year anniversary of the VLit Book Club, a monthly book club where we talk about, fight over, and gush about the books we like. I'm your part-time pilot, part-time Vtuber, and full-time host, Zett Asteria, here to take your breath away. And with me, as always, is...
It would be everybody's first time for it being the 1-year anniversary, because it's never happened before, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
My name is V.
No one's ever seen the 1-year anniversary before. That's
No one's
No
ever
one
seen
thought we
this
were going to
animal
make it to
before.
1 year.
I certainly didn't. My name is V.
Do you want to say anything else about yourself for this special 1-year anniversary stream? Like for any first-time
No.
viewers?
Oh my god. No, I don't have anything to say to the viewers. I'm just here for a paycheck, you know?
Chat, she hates us. Paycheck!
Yeah.
You had to pay to be here!
You guys are getting paid to be here?
You literally had to pay not only for the books, but for the fucking merch investments.
I didn't pay for the merch.
Yeah, you did.
What?
Everyone
I
here
did?
had to pay. You paid like $25 for the art and production.
Oh, fucking... Actually,
You paid the most
I
for
paid
it.
more than everybody
Yeah.
else, so... Why don't you fucking suck, man? I don't want to give a fucking self-intro, okay? How about that? Next. Guys, every year,
Titania,
every
it's
month,
been a year.
we do this.
It's been 1 year.
Every fucking
We
time.
never changed the order.
It's
we introduce
always
ourselves.
you!
It's
Sorry,
the same
sorry.
every time.
Pay attention!
Stop yelling! Stop yelling! Hi, I'm Princess Titania, and I also don't like the fans. Fuck you.
Wow.
Hell,
I'm Rin. Technology hates me.
oh yeah.
And I'm Cordelia, and I'm just happy to be here.
And as always, I am again your host, Zett Asteria, welcoming you to the 1-year anniversary of the VLit Book Club.
Yay!
Yay! So, we do have a special announcement. I think we're going to save it for later, though. So that
Wait,
we can.
we do?
We do. We do, guys.
That's like Zed's talking about this like we discussed this beforehand. Like I think we're gonna say this. You're the only one who fucking knows.
What? We talked about it. I sent it to you all before stream.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. That's right.
But
Never
we didn't
mind.
talk about
I
like
think
when
that
it
was
was
a
gonna happen. Like, we
conversation.
didn't talk. We didn't have a
I
conversation about
literally
it.
said it's gonna be the 1-year anniversary. I announce it.
No. I'm saying you said. I think we're going to save it for later. Like you're not the only one making that decision. Like you didn't talk to us about like when it was gonna happen.
when?
You said,
Okay.
like, we.
All right.
Like, this
Immediate
fucking-
vote. When do you guys want to announce it?
Let's do it at the end. Fuck.
Oh yeah, maybe later.
Why don't we do it? Why don't we actually do it after the book discussion is over, but before we start the game? Because then it can be like in the like podcast version without having to edit it out or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that was the plan.
See, it sounds like you didn't need a fucking vote
I'm
after.
not the dictator of the book club. I'm the host. It's called
what
a
I'm saying, like-
host.
You could just say I decide. Like I don't take that shit from anybody. You know, like it's my fucking house. It's your house.
All right. We're going to announce it after the book discussion before the game, so stick around for that.
Don't leave, please.
Please don't leave. Please don't
Please
go.
Please
We
don't click off
promise
the
we
video.
have good things to discuss. Like this month's book, which it took a while for us to get here. We were delayed slightly because of...
Oh yeah, there was a whole fucking.
there was in fact a whole fucking thing. We were supposed to do this 2 weeks ago at the start of July.
Everybody was busy, and then
Everyone was busy, and it was the 4th of July, which we did not realize.
which is why everybody was.
yeah.
No, we realized that. We just like we knew that people. We had a
We're
plan
not
for this
patriotic.
like last month, and then like a week before that, everybody was like, "Oh, actually, all my plans changed. I'm not available
Yeah.
anymore."
And
Yeah.
then a week
Okay.
right after that, me and V were both missing people, missing posters
yeah,
up
then-
everywhere for us.
Like, man,
And
this
then
is
the
weird.
week after
And next
this,
week, three
we're
of us
also
are
going to be
busy.
missing people along with Cordelia. So
Yes,
this is
the
literally the
literal
only week we could have done this in
Not
July.
only is this only week. This is quite literally the only day of the month that we could find to fucking do this.
And we still had to fuck around and make it 2 hours later.
We sure did.
We sure fucking did.
Even though it turns out that we didn't actually need to do that, but that,
Yeah,
like, we
it turns out on my end too. We did not need to do that because my plans got changed too. So
oh shit,
we literally could have done it at 6 and it wouldn't have changed.
That's fine.
But fuck it. Fuck it. Who cares? Anyway, this month's pick was my book from last month, Between Two Fires by Christopher Buckman. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. But yeah, this was my book pick. It was a book this was the first time I've fully reread a book like this. So it was pretty fun for me. Now I'm gonna ask the question because I feel like we're gonna be a bit all over the place here.
Didn't you reread Lavender House?
Well, yeah, I didn't finish rereading Lavender House because I was like busy that month weirdly, but I had read Lavender Month.
Finish the book.
I'd read Lavender House literally the same year, so it was still fresh enough in my head. Anyway, gonna ask the big question.
Except for that one time.
Yeah.
Okay, here it comes.
Yes, so, the big question. What did we think of the book?
Oh, boy.
I liked it.
I liked it.
I liked it. I wish I liked it more.
Okay.
Yeah.
A nice, an interesting range, but nobody, like, hated it.
No.
No, okay.
It wasn't, like, bad.
There were portions of the book that I would have hated if that was the entire book, but thankfully it wasn't.
Yeah.
Luckily, there was one more page.
I think that's a good place to start, is sort of the structure of the book. What did we think of the way it was structured? Because
let's talk about how this guy structures fucking sentences, man. How about how this guy structures words physically on the fucking page? Holy shit.
Yeah. It's a bit...
What a fucking freak.
It can be a bit difficult to read. But
it was a difficult read physically. It was physically difficult to read the book.
How so?
Have you seen the way this guy structures his sentences?
Well, yeah, but I didn't really have trouble with it personally.
I don't know. I did. I had like a really hard time figuring out who was the speaker half the time.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime there was an interjection,
that's what I mean.
I couldn't like read whatever the sentence was. Like it made no sense to me, and I had to go back and read it like 3 times to figure out what the hell.
He structures dialogues like a child. 1, like 2. There's constant interjections from I don't know who's supposed to be talking. And the way that he chooses to sort of be really liberal with grammar is interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe my biggest, like,
on a purely technical level, this book is... On a purely
technical level, this book is such a violation of just, like, my eyes and my mind.
You literally said... What was it you said about when they introduced the, like, 4th POV character?
Oh my god, that's a totally... Dude, I was just so fucking, like... I didn't dislike the book. Like, I didn't love it. I don't think I liked it, like, that much, but I didn't, like... I wasn't, like... angry with the book. Like, we've read worse, like, we've
For the
read
record,
worse
she
books,
said she closed the book in protest for an hour.
Yes.
Okay, 320 pages into this fucking book, and they're like, they starts a chapter, and here's another point of view character. I was so pissed off. I was like, you can't do that. Dude, this book is there's like 110 pages left in this fucking book, and it's like, it's time for another POV character. You gotta get the fuck out of my face. I don't have time for and it's like, it kept going with that guy. Like, this guy was like in the last like quarter of the book, like more than fucking the main characters were. I'm like, I don't care about this fucking guy.
I don't give a shit.
I'm like attached to the main characters. I don't want to fucking hear about them from a fucking third party perspective, man. Put me back in my man's butthole.
You don't want to hear about it from the fucking priest's chud younger brother? You don't want to hear him talk?
I don't want to hear about it from his like gay derogatory fucking brother.
It's true.
I don't
priest
give a
gay positive and his younger brother gay derogatory.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why? It really is fucked that they're both gay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
Their
feel like
dad was like this super strict Catholic, raising his boys to be priests, and they both turned out to like men. Is a really good.
I didn't even
Is there anyone in this family that likes men?
I didn't even pick up on the fact that he was gay for a while because I think it just like in my head I was like, that can't be right. There's no way they're both gay. What the hell?
I do really like that this book, not super often, but it has a very particular sense of humor that I really enjoy when it happens.
Funny sometimes.
There was one moment in this book, I didn't put a fucking post-it note in it, so I forget what it was, but there was a moment in this book where I started laughing so hard I had to put the fucking book down and stop reading. I don't remember what it was. It might have been the scene. I think one of my favorite scenes is just during the tournament chapter. I said it in the Discord when Thomas is like looking around for the priest to like help him in the middle of this fight where he's getting his ass kicked, and he sees him off to the side like drinking wine while he jacks off this random squire.
Dude, that was crazy.
Awesome.
He's fighting for his fucking life, and he looks over and he sees homeboy getting his dick sucked.
Yeah.
Holy
It's
shit.
awesome.
He's like, he didn't even fucking say anything. He was like, I don't have time to fucking acknowledge
I
shit
can't
right
deal
now.
with this shit right now.
I don't want to fucking acknowledge that shit, man. That's fucked up.
It's so good. The priest is the priest is probably my favorite character. Who's everyone's favorite character in the book? Mine is the priest.
Probably.
Mine was also the priest.
Yeah.
So
I
there was
like
a point where I
Delphine
was
a lot.
upset.
Yeah. I do love Tomas though,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I do love the priest.
Matthew was really good. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Delphine just fucks out of the story. Okay, so when it comes to the something I want to highlight with the structure of this book, and I noted this when I first read it, and I noticed this like a third, like 2/3 of the way through the book. The first time I read this, like 5 years ago, I noticed this, and then thought, oh well, 2/3 of the way through, it actually kind of stops doing this. Rereading it now, I realize it does not stop doing that. I just wasn't looking at it through the right light. This book basically plays itself like a fucking Monster of the Week adventure. Like,
It kind of,
Yeah.
like
that's
just Thomas, Delphine, and Matthew going from like town to town encountering some bullshit and then moving on, and it doesn't really carry over that much. Like,
it definitely plays itself like a fucking D&D campaign.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
You know what I mean?
exactly. It plays
It's like
just-
a very, it's like an adventure. It's like an adventure story in a very like basic. I don't know. Like I don't
Yeah.
exactly know what I'm trying
No,
to say.
it
but, like,
literally,
like,
in since I just said it, I literally was thinking about like a fucking like Common Rider series or something where it's just like
Please.
episodic. Like you could read a chapter,
Literally,
stop, and then when you come back, there's not that much that's gonna like hang over the new chapter. Like it really is like they finish one adventure and they move on.
It's super
Yeah.
weird for a novel to be like laid out like that because a lot of
Yeah.
it feels like they have no fucking clue where the story is going.
I kind of like that. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I'm saying that negatively or anything, but like it's definitely a weird experience for a novel to be structured like that because usually
Yeah.
I always maybe I'm just like misinformed, but I always kind of assume that when you're I know that like when you write a novel you don't necessarily have like every single thing plotted out, but I generally like find that like the medium generally sort of thrives more on like a complete story that you understand the completeness of the story when you start writing the story. And that's not what like this book felt like. It definitely felt like the guy was just bullshitting it as he was
Yeah.
going along until
Which-
he like hit a page count or something. Like it's not because like you decide like when you're writing a book, you decide how long the book is, right? Like you have complete creative control. I mean, you have like an editor or whatever, but like you have complete creative control over a novel. How long the novel is, like what happened, like when you're making something like Kamen Rider, for instance, or like a manga, like a shonen manga, you are at the whims of more than just your own self. You have editors and you have like a television schedule or a monthly printing schedule or even a weekly printing schedule you have to hit. And so that's why lots of shows like that, like Shonen Jump shit and like Kamen Rider, whatever the fuck, have basically a bunch of episodes that are essentially meaningless in terms of like actual like what actually matters in this episode in terms of like the big story or whatever. like, because those mediums sort of inherit themselves into you just have to put something on the fucking, like, you have to shoot something. We have an episode that needs to air next week because that's part of our contract with TV Asahi or whatever the fuck. Like, there's no way out of that. We have to print Shonen Jump this month, and your fucking manga has to be in it. That's not how novels work.
Well, it can be.
Very,
like,
it's not. It isn't.
Yeah,
if you're writing something for like a publication, yeah, but like that's not how books work.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with you heavy here, and I'm gonna reference the fact that until this book club, you haven't read that many books, but I have read, this year alone, I've read books that do this, other than this book, where they have like almost an episodic nature to them.
But no, I'm not saying the structure isn't how books work. I'm saying that those kinds of time frames aren't how books work. Nobody's making him do that. He chose to do that.
Right, yeah. Which is
That's
like
what I'm
definitely a creative choice. And I think it's a creative choice that works within the context of the fact that nobody in this book until the last third knows what the fuck they're doing is the thing. Like the entire book.
That's what I like about it.
Like literally from the start, Delphine's like, I have to go to fucking Abington. Why do you have to go to Abington? I don't know. I just know I have to go there. And it's like, okay, fuck it. I guess we're going to Abington. And it's the entire book. You don't know why.
Please learn how to pronounce French.
Okay, how do you pronounce it?
There's no T in there.
Dude, she said it like 5 times in a row.
And I misheard all of it because I was talking over her.
I know.
Yeah, you sure were. It's Avignon.
Avignon? That's some bull. I can't believe these people are
Where's
fucking
the
French.
T? Where's the T, Zett? Show me the letter T in that
Avignon.
name.
We have to go to Avignon and fucking save the world, and you don't know what they're doing. Okay, that's my point. Is that I really like the fact that it immerses, it puts you in the shoes of the characters really well. Of just like,
you're just as confused as they are.
Yeah, you're confused. Nobody knows what's going on. They're just seeing what's happening in front of them, which is every time they go to a town, some bullshit happens. Like everyone in the town fucking dies, and then they just have to keep going. Like, all right, well, time to go, I guess. And I feel like what you said, who said it? Was it Kaiju who said it felt like Delphine just kind of disappeared from the story for the tournament chapter? Whoever said that, that was one of my favorite points of like how this feels like a fucking 50 episode serialized like episode Monster of the Week TV show, because it felt in that like the actress for Delphine just wasn't available for filming, so they had to do something else. Like this book so heavily gives the vibes of a fucking TV show that's being produced over like a year, and I really like that.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this novel had a budget, and we went over budget.
It went over budget for a novel, however possible. Don't know how it's possible, but it did it.
We ran out of room. We ran out of money for the tournament arc.
We ran out of money for
the tournament arc. Had to be shot on the fucking, what's it called?
Soundstage.
No, that
it
fucking
was a
big like
episode,
screen
guys.
thing.
The green screen.
No, that thing that fucking like all the Star Wars shows used, that fucking King Oger used. What's that thing called?
Green.
No, it was called something else. It was called like the something.
The green screen.
No.
The green screen. Like
that's the episode. No, it's literally called
digital backshots? No, that says
digital
backshots.
That's what was happening in the Digital Circus finale.
Fucking amazing digital backshots is not relevant here. It doesn't matter what it's
My
called.
point is, I really like that chapter's there, because that on rereading this, that chapter really cemented that, oh, the like TV show-esque structure of this book is totally intentional. Like it's
TV.
Or the episodic
television
TV show, like it feels like, I don't even know if they've ever like made a TV show structured like that was like this book that the guy would have been inspired by. But it's so
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Shut up.
We're gonna kill you.
It's literally true.
No, that's literally
going
true.
to kill
it's a fucking they fight random shit all the way as they're traveling from one point
Honestly,
to another.
wait, the X-Files.
No. It's a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
Like it's not TV. I mean, it is TV also.
Yeah,
But it's
D&D
okay,
campaign,
yes,
and
it's
Matthew's
so
player had to
tabletop.
leave halfway through.
Yes,
It's
okay.
literally structured like a tabletop. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had one session where her fucking player just wasn't there, and they just had a bullshit.
No, wait, you're totally right, because so soon after Matthew dies, they introduce Robert like
That's
guy's
what I'm
new
fucking.
PC.
Yeah.
His fucking like his brother
His
he's never
gay
mentioned
twin
before.
brother.
His gay twin brother that never came up before, who's also gay. Because the guy.
He brings it up
Because
as
the
he
guy
dies.
needed. Because the guy needed another.
Different
Dude, this
member
makes so
later.
much more. I didn't think about this at all.
No,
This
you're
makes
so right.
much
This actually
more
makes so
fucking
much more sense than the TV show thing. This
They
is
fucking,
just the
they
D&D
fucking,
campaign.
he fucking killed his character, and then he's like, "Well, the campaign's not over yet." He's like, "Are you sure you want to kill your fucking character?" Because we're not like we still have like a lot of sessions left in the game.
It's like he killed
there's
the
a
character
whole,
because he
like-
was going on vacation for like a month and couldn't make it to the
He
next
killed the
few.
character because he was like really into like fucking like he just like really wanted the story to have consequences, you know. This happened in fucking this happened at Adventure Zone, and it totally fucking ruined that entire session forever. I'm not still mad about that, Clint. But like, and then they're like, well, we'll just have to introduce his fucking twin brother. It's not twins actually, but his also gay his brother. Who's
His
also
extremely similar brother, who's
who's
also
also
a gay
extremely
priest.
similar brother, except for the fact that he's a fucking chud.
yeah, I like that.
What- he-
I do like that they tried to kind of like recruit him, and he was like, no.
No.
No,
I
that
want to
sounds
be
gay.
I want to be rich and powerful. Actually,
I would have stuck the
That's-
Pope's dick.
yeah.
That shit sounds great. That shit sounds gay.
That shit's awesome. Like the player was fucking pissed off at the DM for killing his character and just refused to cooperate for the rest of the night. Just refused to
Decided
cooperate
to
for
go the lone
campaign.
wolf route and gets fucking killed for it and doesn't get to be part of the epilogue.
Yeah.
Awesome. No.
Yeah, I think this story makes a lot of sense if you structure it. If you
Yeah.
can realize that it's structured like a D&D campaign.
Yeah, that honestly makes a lot
Or
more sense.
some kind of a tabletop, you know.
No, yeah, that is a much more sensible interpretation than what I had. I didn't even realize that. Wow, we're all learning something here. So,
So
I want to lock in on Thomas for a bit. I want to hear what everyone's impressions were of him
not how
as
you
the story
pronounce
went on.
that, by the way.
Not how you pronounce
Tomas.
Thomas?
Tomas.
Tomas!
He's French. He's
I'm
French.
sorry, I wasn't reading this book. I'm sorry I didn't listen to the fucking audiobook.
I didn't listen to the audiobook either, man. I just know that that's not how you would say a Frenchman's fucking name.
Well, I don't speak French, so I wouldn't know.
Well,
Well, that's skill. That's like a skill issue, actually.
He doesn't speak English, so you know.
Well, the book's written in English, so that's how I read it.
He actually
Your book
probably
was-
does speak English.
Isn't that a plot point? That no, he can't speak Latin. Is that it? He doesn't know Latin.
Yeah, he can't speak Latin.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
He knows
Um,
enough English to know that they're a bunch of dickheads.
Your book was written in English. Mine was written in French.
Damn, you
Yeah,
just read this shit in a
you didn't
different
get the French
language for
version?
fun.
I just had to hold up my phone's like Google Translate app the whole fucking time.
That's why
Yeah,
it took you
like-
till yesterday to finish it.
Uh huh.
Awesome.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, you want to lock in on Tomas?
Yes, Tomas. What was everyone's impression of him? What did we all think of our
God, that's
hero?
awesome. That's my goat.
I really liked him.
That's my guy.
There's a bit at the beginning that I really like, which I think shows how what's the writer's name again?
Bowman.
Some
Yeah,
bald
Christopher
guy.
Bowman. How he has like a really good grasp of the medieval mindset, which is that like where he's Delphine is trying to get Tomas to help her bury her dad, and he's like, if I do that, I'll get the plague and die. And then she says, if you die doing that, you'll go to heaven. And he just sort of looks into the distance for a moment and is like, yeah, sure, fine.
Yeah. All right. Good point.
Like shit. All right. Yeah.
He genuinely does care a lot about doing the right thing. He's just
Yes!
afraid of consequences.
Yes. No. That's like okay. I want to hear everyone else's a bit on Tomas first before I go into my fucking spiel.
No, by all means.
Like,
please
I do love, yes, like, I do love how good he really is because, you know, like you're saying, like, he is, like, totally fucked up, like, he's doing awful shit, but, like, there's still that goodness in him that he's just like, okay, like, I'm still gonna do the right thing, fuck you. But I'm not gonna be happy
What the
about
hell
it.
is that?
Yeah, and he's comical in the way he does a lot of that stuff, which I found a nice little touch.
I really enjoyed throughout the book that basically there's like almost no moments where he really does, like, after those initial chapters, like once he gets on the road with Delphine, he kind of stops doing bad things. Like, he's crass and rude and he curses, but he like doesn't really do bad things. Like, every moment he has to do a good thing, he kind of does. Like, when he first meets Matthew, he's like, there's like a fucking 3-line exchange where Matthew's trying to convince him to kill the monster. And Tom is like, no, I'm not going to kill the monster. Matthew's like, well, don't you want to be a knight? And immediately he starts fucking crying and agrees. Like, yes, I do want to be a knight. I'll kill the monster. Like, he's so
he's the fakest. He's the fakest. I don't give a fuck ever.
Yes. I literally wrote that down. That's literally on my first post-it in the book. Is Thomas fake ID gaffer? Yeah, fake ID gaffer Thomas is the first fucking post-it note I wrote because it stuck out immediately to me. He's so fake.
And to be fair, like, he has literally introduced killing someone because they tried to rape Delphine.
Yeah.
Multiple people, in fact.
Like, it's very, like, like, you're pretty immediately shown, like, oh no, this guy's not, like, he's bad, but he's not that bad. And then the more the book goes on, he's like, oh, he's not bad at all. He's just an asshole. Like,
he's just rude for no reason.
Yeah, he's just a dick. Like, the fucking stone people chapter. He's the one who goes to open the fucking door because he thinks there might be a baby out there. Like, it's not the fucking stonecutter's wife who, like, goes there to try and do it, and he's, like, behind her. He does it. Like, he's the one who takes that step. You know, he's consistently, like, out there doing things he think will be good despite the consequences. It's really good.
I'm gonna start crying if I start thinking about Tomas Harding.
I think they should have talked about more that God literally will not let his ass die.
Well,
Can we talk about the fact that Delphine was Jesus Christ?
Let's not talk about that, actually.
I think
we
actually would like to talk about the ending, because I want to hear everyone's thoughts on it, because I have some thoughts after rereading this book.
Before we get to the ending, I just thought about Steel Ball Run the whole time. I just need you guys to know this.
No, that's it. I mean, discussion over, right?
I mean, Johnny is kind of an asshole. Thomas is kind of an asshole. Gyro's kind of gay. Matthew's kind of gay. There's
Who the fuck is Delphine?
There's a child there.
Lucy
Steele.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Delphine was the worst.
Oh, that's right. True.
What?
That's
Delphine is
she's the stand or whatever. She's Tusk.
Yeah.
She's
the Devil's Palm or whatever.
Yeah.
Delphine is literally the Holy Corpse.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, she is. She's literally Jesus.
She's there standing behind She's there standing behind Tomas, talking about if your heart is wavering, do not shoot.
Thank you for the gifts up, Zentai. Tomas would lock in for the Steel Ball Run race.
Dude, Tomas would be fucking crazy in the Steel Ball Run. He'd be fucking killing all these people.
Tomas would be doing some shit that makes fucking...
He'd be doing crazy shit. He would have won that sumbitch.
He would have won that shit with a fucking mile of bodies behind him.
Tomas would have beat the shit out of Diego Brando from Another World.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's... Okay, the ending, that's also why it made me think of Steel Ball Run, and that transitions into Zett's point about talking about the ending.
Yes, so I want to hear everyone's thoughts about the ending, then I'm going to talk about it.
Okay.
So, just any order anyone wants to go, let's hear your thoughts on how the book ended.
I feel like I
went, wow, this really is like Steel Ball Run.
You said that already.
Stop saying that!
I feel like
I know what Cordelia's next book recommendation is going to be.
It's not
all of Steel Ball Run?
All of Steel
We're
Ball
not
Run.
reading all of Steel Ball
That would probably
Run.
be the easiest fucking read we've ever had, because that shit's good as hell.
I'm not.
It's also
okay, but it's also like 5 trillion pages.
So,
you can
read like one chapter in a couple minutes.
Also,
Okay.
I thought we weren't allowed to recommend graphic
Yeah,
novels.
you
so-
literally at the front end of this whole thing a year ago specifically banned anything that's not a novel. Like anything
I did
that's
not ban any.
written-
I banned anything that is not straight words on pages.
That's what I meant. You banned anything that has pictures.
We can read novellas. We can read short
Okay.
story collections.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, you know what? My next book is gonna be fucking Jorge Joestar.
I was gonna say he wants
It's
to
not
pay
against the
back.
rules.
my fucking next.
We're gonna read
recommendation
about
would be
funniest Valentine. You're gonna fucking like
the
it.
fucking really awful fucking Dio fucking novel. Whatever that, I can't remember what that shit's called, like fucking Over Heaven or some shit like that. I'm gonna make you fucking assholes read Purple Haze Fade.
Ugh.
No, what's the Kira?
We're gonna
one?
read about
Dead
the
Man's
fucking
Question?
stand that's literally a
Dead
house
Man's-
of cards.
Dead Man's Question is a manga though.
Fuck. Okay,
Yeah,
never
it's-
mind.
You can read anyway, I kind of lost. I feel like I kind of lost the plot at the end there, because it just got so like sort of vague in its wording that I was like, I'm not really sure I understand what's going on here. Not even like
Yeah.
necessarily like a bad thing, but I feel like when I like read the end of the book, I feel like I had to kind of read like the last like chapter and a half again and be like, I don't think I understood what I read. I also like finished it at like fucking midnight or whatever. But like I feel like I'd read, I'm like, what is actually being communicated to me in terms of words on a page?
Hmm.
I mean, it was fine. Like, I don't really think I have any strong feelings about the plot of this book, honestly. I'm sure
Hmm.
Zett has much stronger feelings about this than I do.
I have very strong feelings about the ending, but again, we'll get there.
Well, let's get there soon.
Isn't getting there what we're doing right now?
Yes, what
Well,
we're
Zett
doing
wants-
is
Yeah.
right now. We're
Zett
getting
is
there.
doing some sort of a humiliation ritual where they're forcing everybody else to like have a thought about something before they start like engaging the
Yeah,
conversation.
so we don't know if Zett thinks that we're subhuman for thinking that until they start talking.
Titania, why don't you go next? What did you think about the ending?
Well, I will surprise no one when I say that I really loved it. I
Yeah.
think.
I kind of had the sense you would be the one most into it. Yeah.
Because
Good
she
job,
literally ends it by emptying hell, which is the fucking awesomest
Yes.
thing ever.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Mhm.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you,
Right.
Jesus.
Prayer emoji. Thank you, Jesus.
Pray Mary.
Did Delphine Jesus dig up her dead dad so that when she forgot that she was Jesus, she would be like, oh, there's my dad's skeleton for some reason. Can someone bury him, please?
Yes.
She brought her dad back to life for like 5 minutes so he could die again and decompose.
That's
Based.
Based.
no,
based.
I don't think that's what she did.
No, I don't think that's what she did. And now that everyone said that, I want everyone to answer a quick question. What do we think happened after Thomas got out of hell?
Well, historically speaking, or like
No, like in the book. Like between when Thomas gets out of hell, what happens to him?
Tomas.
Okay.
Because I think I have a
So-
different interpretation now that I've read this book a second time.
When,
Well, it's
when Tomas
not-
gets out of hell, literally everyone but him forgets that they were in hell
Hmm.
Yes.
first. That's important.
Everybody forgets. Like he literally says it. Like everybody except him forgot that fucking angels and demons were fucking
Including
goddamn
including
holy
Delphine,
war.
which is really fucked up because she's Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Well, she's like, I mean, she's like the vessel of Jesus, right? Like
She's got
not
some
like
interest.
she isn't like she isn't Jesus. I mean, like there's like a human girl named Delphine, and that's her, and she's the vessel
Yeah.
of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Because they were talking about that like 2-in-1 type shit, like their fucking Kamen Rider double before, and then like at the end, I think it was probably Jesus speaking through her that was like talking about how they're now one, or like, well, like Jesus did what Jesus was there to do, and then Jesus left her. Like that's why she
Yeah.
doesn't, and I guess also decided to make her forget that she's the vessel of Christ, or was the vessel of Christ, I guess, because that's some pretty heavy shit.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably for the best that she forgets all that. She is like 13 or something.
Well, I guess she isn't the vessel of Christ anymore, because I assume Christ went back to heaven.
Yeah.
Like, she's not like like, I don't think Delphine is like the living Son of God. She's just like the vessel of Jesus. You ever watch Supernatural?
Oh, all right.
Don't you fucking start.
Thankfully,
Next
no.
person,
Next person.
please.
I'm just saying.
Making everyone read the Supernatural novelization for my next book.
No.
Okay.
Move on.
Move on. Did anyone else wanna?
I can't. You threw my point so hard. I don't remember where I was going with that. I had a point to make.
Okay,
I
I'll
can't
get to
remember
my
what it was.
point.
Get to your
Rereading this book, I don't think Thomas and all the other people
Tomas.
get resurrected at the end of the book.
What? They're still in hell?
No, I think the end of the book is him being in fucking heaven. Like, because
What,
everything that
oh.
happens from like from like the point he gets out of hell onward is kind of just really good things happening to him in like very specific ways. And it occurred to me, like, you know, like he meets Delphine again. He just outright starts referring to her as his daughter. He meets his wife and son again, meets his grandson, and his wife is like still in love with him. She still does the like 3 knocks thing. And like all that happened, I was thinking like, wow, Tomas is living like a really good life. And it occurred to me like this book's interpretation of hell is like the constant repetition of the worst thing you can imagine happening to you, right? Personally, the worst thing that can happen to you, and it happens over and over again until you are numb to it, and then something else happens until you're numb to it, and it just keeps looping repetitively. I started to think, well, if that's this book's interpretation of hell, wouldn't its interpretation of heaven kind of be different too? And I got the idea that like Tomas living a good long life with like, that's not perfect, but that's like good, where he's happy with like the people he loves love him and are also happy, occurred to me as like, that kind of seems like how this book would describe heaven with how it describes hell.
So,
And reading the book and ending the book on just like, yes, he visits, like he's this very old man who visits his daughter every single month in this faraway like abbey, struck me as like kind of with how realistic this book was with like how long it took for him to get from one place to another. It occurred to me that that was kind of unrealistic. And I started to think, well, wait, what if it's just like, that's the bit that's being idealized? You know, he's having a stroll through the woods, taking in nature, and a month passes in the blink of an eye type thing. Like, So yeah, my interpretation, especially rereading this, because it also seemed weird to me that the book would end with people literally coming back from the dead, right? Because that seems very like the priest doesn't come back. Those people don't come back.
Right.
You know,
So-
none of the other people who died there come back except for Tomas. So like him solely coming back with Delphine seems less like a resurrection thing and more so like a we're taking you out of hell and putting you where you were supposed to be thing.
Delphine very much got ripped in half in that battle.
Yeah, that too.
Well, I don't think that matters because she's literally Jesus.
Yeah, she's
Like,
also literally Jesus.
Also,
Jesus
well,
came out of
okay, so
her.
she's literally
Yeah,
Jesus. So this is where I'm going to disagree and say that Tomas is Lazarus. So that's why he was resurrected.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, yeah, they did talk about Lazarus like several times. I'm gonna have to like fully disagree with this interpretation here and challenge us in a number of ways. Let me ask you this though. So Tomas is in heaven in this interpretation. So is the priest in hell in your interpretation of
No.
this? He went to hell for being gay?
Well, no.
That-
I think
so
the
where is
priest
he?
just
Where is
isn't
he?
a part of this.
He's not in the same heaven as Tomas?
No, okay, yes.
So where
Because
did
I
he go when he
don't think
died?
the priest, I think Delphine and Tomas have like the same idea of heaven, which is being together for that thing, right? And I think the priest
their
probably
version
had a
of
very
heaven doesn't
different idea of
include
what
him?
heaven would be for him.
His boy.
Yeah, heaven for the
think
priest
that-
is probably being with his like younger boyfriend from the start of the book. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably not like
He-
going with Tomas and traveling the world to do hard labor.
He literally gave his life for that girl, and you don't think his version of heaven includes her?
I think it doesn't include the kinds of things Tomas does. I think it's like being intentionally vague with these things.
Why would
Because,
heaven be
because
good,
at
but
that
not
point,
great?
also I think just within the context of the book of how it's written, the priest had been dead for so long that bringing him back at that point would spoil it slightly, and spoil it in a very particular way where it undoes some of the previous book bits. And I think that, like, you know, I think heaven in this book is meant to be sort of solitary like this. Like, yes, Delphine and Tomas are there and the priest isn't, but not in like the sense of like the priest isn't in heaven. Like, I
Why would it
interpret
be solitary
heaven.
if the two of them are together, but not him?
I interpret heaven as being very much so in the same vein as hell, where everyone has their own personal hell. So everyone would have their own personal heaven. And it's just that Delphine and Tomas share that heaven because of what they went through by the end of the book. Like, Delphine, as the vessel of Jesus Christ, which sounds insane to say, by the way, like, saves Tomas from that and can share heaven with him. And to comment on Blue's point, she's blind and on her deathbed, but she's still in love with him because they make a specific point about that bit where when they were thinking of each other, they did the 3 knocks with their rings. And that's how their interaction ends. So that is like very much so Tomas's wife is still in love with him.
I didn't interpret that as
oh, how did you interpret
in
that?
love with him. I just interpreted that as for her to say that she, like, to tell him very discreetly, sort of in a way that she knows who he is.
Yes,
You know,
that's how I
I
took
don't-
it too.
Yeah.
If she was still in love with her husband, in the sense that she like wanted to like rekindle their relationship, she wouldn't have been like coy about it.
I
And
don't think she
also-
wanted to rekindle it. No, I think
Well,
it
then I
had
don't
been
think
like
she's in love with him.
both-
I
No, I
think
think
if she
it
was
had
in love
been
with him,
like-
she wouldn't have fucked another guy.
okay.
Okay, but
there's-
she would've
okay,
legally
we're
she
getting
had
into the
to.
topic of like what defines love now, which I think is an entirely different.
I think if we're gonna talk about what defines heaven, I think that what defines
No,
love.
because
Yeah.
I think we're okay.
Jokes
I
on
don't
everyone.
think
This
that
is
you
philosophy
can be-
101.
I think that you can be out of a relationship with somebody. She was forced into her new marriage, by the way. Like, very much
Why-
so forced to marry her new husband. And
Why
we are
would
never
heaven-
at any point in the story shown how she felt about that. It is straight up like we are told that she was
I
in
know,
love
it's-
with Thomas a lot, and that then she married this new man, and that is all we know, is that she married the new lord of the castle. Which, like, in her position, I don't see how, like, that happened, like, how that immediately fosters love with her new husband. Like, there's an entire chapter dedicated to how in love she is with Tomas. And I don't think that, like, the fact that she was forced to marry the new lord of the castle would override that. In fact, I think she would probably assume for the most part that Tomas was dead because he'd been excommunicated during the plague, and no word of him ever came out of anywhere. So I think it's not an insane leap to say that in her old age, she would still have feelings of love for him in that sense.
Why would heaven be good but not great?
Because I don't
Yeah,
think...
That's also a really good question.
Yes,
You
okay,
here's-
yes,
okay,
that's,
okay.
Here's
that's
the thing.
a
Here's
big
the
point
thing.
for me, is that
What
I
if it's
think it's not
purgatory?
supposed to be... I think it's supposed to just be like living a good life. Like
I
I
don't-
said, this book's interpretation of hell is very like different from most common interpretations of hell in the way it's like described and structured. And I think it makes sense that this book's interpretation of heaven would also be different. It's not a perfect paradise.
I don't
It's
think
just
that
living a good life.
I don't
Rand, what
think
were
that this
you
book.
saying?
Oh,
I
I
don't-
was saying
Go
it
ahead.
sounds sorry. Just more like if it's not heaven, then it could be purgatory because again, they're Catholics.
Yeah, that's yes. Yes, but yeah.
This book is very, obviously, it's very religious, right? Like,
Hmm.
in a way that I don't feel like I can agree with the notion that this book's interpretation of heaven could be anything other than the paradise that was promised to us
Right.
by the Lord God. Like,
Without-
that just
sorry.
doesn't, I just super doesn't compute to me the idea that like this book that Tomas went through all of that, like all of that shit, and like all that in like the name of God, and his reward in heaven is that life is just kind of okay. That's not what heaven is.
I
Like,
think within the world this book describes, it makes sense as heaven.
yeah, I can't agree with that. I disagree with that.
We can agree to disagree.
Well, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm stating a disagreement with the notion.
I actually think
I'm
your
sh-
theory is stupid and you should die.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yeah, I do think that you should kill yourself. Yeah.
Maybe you'll get brought back.
This is what it feels like. to
Maybe
look
I'll
at
get to go to
Delta
heaven
theories.
where we keep doing the book club, kind of just
But that's
successful,
heaven?
mildly successfully selling like 10 bookmarks a year, you know?
That's
See, I feel like book club is purgatory. Truly.
doing the same thing over and over until it becomes null is exactly how you just described hell. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, my interpretation of the ending of the book is more or less as it is presented. I think this book is pretty literal, like in its like in what's going on. I don't think Tomas is in heaven. I think he was brought back to. I think that his reward for shepherding the Lord Jesus to his predestined place is that he was allowed to continue his life on Earth. You know, and he was given his reward from God for doing his service to the fucking Lord Jesus. Like, maybe it is a little idyllic for this book. I will agree with that like Tomas getting like a, like, you know, relatively speaking, cheery, happy ending is, by this book's standards, a very idyllic, almost unrealistic thing to ask for a book that is like this. But I believe that that's like the reward he was given by God for like doing his duty to God. Like, that's a pretty you know, not standard, but like that's like kind of the whole point, right? Of like being a Christian is like that your service to God is rewarded. Like,
yes,
you are
but it's
rewarded by
rewarded
God for your
with
service.
eternal
It's
paradise in
rewarded in the
heaven.
next
So why
life.
would that not
Not
be his
necessarily.
reward?
I mean, that's your ultimate reward.
Yeah, but like-
that's not the only reward that God will give you. I mean, God will bless you with, you know, a good life and a family or whatever the fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not actually
Okay.
religious.
If we
I
use
sound
it
like I'm
Clarify
really.
that, only some of us are actually Catholics here. We are discussing.
Only
I'm
one
not
of
a-
us.
But just what I'm. Yeah, well, I feel like this. I sound really religious right now for some reason, but I'm not.
I'm about to too.
I'm not a religious. I'm not a especially religious person, but like I am familiar to some extent with the scripture. Like Jesus, or excuse me, God. Like, you were rewarded by God in many ways. The ways that God rewards you are as you interpret them, because that's kind of how it works. But like, heaven is not the only reward that God has for you. It's you know, there's lots of things, and I think even if that were true, I think Tomas maybe would get a special exception to that rule because he shepherded the Lord Jesus to his predestined fucking battle with the devil to save all of our souls from hell or whatever the fuck was actually going on. Like, I think
The last
that
thing I'll
Tomas
say about
will go to
go ahead.
heaven, but I don't think he's there yet. I
The
think
last thing
him,
I was going
like,
to say
oh,
to
sorry,
go
I'm
for
not done,
bad
I'm done.
for
Go ahead.
and Cat Delia, hold on, I'm trying to have a moment, please. We're talking about Catholicism, okay?
She's a cat.
The last
She
thing I
wants to let her speak.
Put her up to the mic.
the
Let her
last thing I was
speak to
going
the
to say
people.
is that if I continue with my Lazarus theory, Lazarus was brought back, but he will die again. So
Mhm.
I think Tomas was brought back, but he will die again. And at that point,
Yeah.
if he goes to heaven, well, then maybe it will be idyllic, like we think, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm alive.
It's just like, I'm not necessarily completely against the idea of like heaven not being the like that's certainly always not always, but that's certainly a literary concept that can be interesting. But in this book specifically, I definitely wouldn't be able to buy that that's the intention, when this book is very like pro Christian. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it's not like, I'm not saying it in like a negative way or anything, but like this book definitely is like very big on like really like Christianity and God and shit like that. So like the idea of this book to get to the very end of it, where like they have done all these things in the name of God, and God has protected us from these demons and everything like that. And then be like, well, actually, heaven like kind of sucks. I don't know. That doesn't really sound like. I don't know if I could agree that that would be the authorial intent here. I agree that it's definitely a interpretation of that for sure, but I don't know if I would subscribe to the interpretation
I think
because of the implications.
the implication. I accept your disagreement, but I do think that just like
Better.
I do just think how like grim and miserable this book is, and like how long and hard they fight. I think it's like I don't know. I think it's
But that's
very fitting for heaven in this book to be, a
that's the
paradise
point.
of your own making. Like you are creating a paradise for yourself through your life, and that's like, and the satisfaction of that is itself part of the reward, I suppose.
Yeah, but that's almost the point. That almost makes it like make more sense that the ending is so idyllic. Like the point of this shit is like your hardships in life are rewarded, for that. But again, I don't know. Anyway,
I want to come back eventually to that point about the Christian agenda. But I want everyone else to have their piece with the book.
the what?
The piece about the Christian agenda. Well, I'm going to come back to that. But
Agenda?
what Blue said in chat, this book having a Christian agenda.
It's a book about.
Okay, well, I want to come back to it. I want everyone else to have their piece first.
All right, everyone else, we're waiting.
Anything?
I think everyone's piece is done.
Everyone's piece is done and said. Okay.
My brain got fried. There was a lot of happening.
Okay. Then I will talk about the Christian agenda now. I find it very interesting that this book has a very specific Christian agenda. Like, it quite literally describes the kind of people who talk about crusades and who repeat Deus Vult as like a catchphrase as being literal servants of the devil. Like,
Yeah.
it's very
That was pretty
clearly like, hey,
fucking awesome,
if you idolize this stuff, you are not like, it's like creating a fucking sect of Christianity in itself almost. Of like,
Well,
if you
Have you ever you studied history?
yes.
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, now we have
yeah.
A sect of Christianity that fights the Crusades. That's crazy.
I know, right? But
That'd be fucked up. Could you imagine if somebody did that? If they like created a sect of Christianity to justify their fucking like fucking holy crusades against other peoples and other races?
damn,
That
that'd
would
be
be
If this book
crazy.
had, like if this
Glad
book
that
had
would
an
never
entire
happen.
section of the book that's dedicated to like telling you and everybody who's reading the book and everybody in the book that persecution of the Jewish by the Christians is wrong.
Damn, that'd be crazy. But my
Thank
point,
God that didn't happen.
I think it's very interesting that this book does, however, just cover itself in this veil of being so heavily just entrenched in Christian ideology, and still makes such a strong point of being like, this is like the wrong kind of Christianity, I guess. Like,
Well,
I think it's very fun that the book does, like, I think it's really cool that the book kind of takes itself in this direction of like, you cannot misinterpret what this book is saying at
that's
all.
really interesting to me that you think that like that's such a striking thing to you, because like to me that's like such, I feel like this book's like, I feel like the I don't know how to say this, like I feel like this is all very, I don't want to say basic, like it's not like good or like
Run of the
that
mill.
it's not like powerful thing, but like this is not even like run of the mill, but this is just like, this is like level 1 stuff
Yeah.
for like
Maybe I just find it
real
so strange-
Christianity, like not the fucking like I think that you're coming at this from the like
okay, no.
point of view of
What
somebody
I'm coming
who's-
at this from is the fact that I've read a lot of mystery novels that use Christianity as a crutch, and in every single one of the books, every other book I've read about Christianity specifically that uses it as like a veil for its setting, very much so ends the book saying, you should kill these people who've wronged you because it's what God would have wanted. And maybe that's just like maybe that's just like the typical American Christian author.
That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying.
But
Like,
that's why this was so strange to me, that it does the same thing as those books. But then
I think you're like coming at this from a point of view of familiarity, like sort of from the outside in of like the sort of like modern American, not even like like I'm not gonna pretend like only like the sort of modern cultural bastardization of Christianity, and like using what the fuck's Cordelia doing? Using Christianity to justify wars and atrocities and all kinds of bullshit. Like, but like this book is very like, if there's nothing else I can say about the author of this book, is that he's definitely like a biblical scholar of some kind. Like, he's definitely legitimately familiar with source material.
I mean, you go into the acknowledgments. You go into the acknowledgments of the book at the end. It's like, oh, thank you to these people and these people for all the historical details about the Battle of Cressy and different armor things. There's nobody there's nobody in there saying like, thank you for giving me all this information about Christianity. Like, no, this is like, this guy is like for sure a biblical scholar.
I mean, it can't be more in your face than like in the book when they're on the boat near sort of like the back end of the book, and Delphine is fucking screaming at Tomas to stop killing people, and he doesn't listen. And then like 5 minutes later, the priest is killed, and they both, I don't even think neither of them say it out loud to the other, but both of them in their heads at different points after that are like, this is because we or maybe just Tomas says it like in his head. He's like, this is because I didn't listen to Delphine, and I killed someone. And especially with the context that was basically Jesus telling him to stop killing people. Like, like...
It also makes it really funny, actually, that Delphine was constantly on his case about cursing at the beginning.
Yeah, that's funny. So
Jesus was telling him to stop cursing so much, and he was like, fuck you.
I like the idea that was just her. Yeah, like that part was just her. Like, this book spends a lot of its time and has a very distinct message in it about like condemning violence, especially violence in the name of God. Like you said, there's a whole part of the book where they just sort of stop having the plot happen for a bit so that they can tell you. Was it like the Pope who literally says it out loud?
Yes, the Pope literally says that.
Yeah, like literally, the writer literally has the Pope look at you in the face and say, fucking, like, indiscriminate violence in the name of the Lord is bad. Like, we cannot possibly be any clearer about this. The subjugation of the Jewish people, historically by Christian crusaders, is bad.
That shit is taking the Lord's name in vain.
That shit's bad. Like this book to me feels. That's why I was like confused as fuck when you said Christian agenda. I'm like, this book is not pushing an agenda.
No. I was just copying what Blue said. All right.
I'm not even reading chat. This book is not pushing an agenda. It is literally parroting the word of God from the Bible. Yeah. From the Bible. Like, that shit's in the Bible, dude.
That shit is in the Bible.
Anyway, that's all I had to say about that. My point is that I found it interesting that you felt that like this book having like very just like, no, again, not like basic, but like this is just like very like just like quintessential like actual Christianity stuff, and it's like you thought that was like worth like something that like caught your attention. I just think that's funny because like, not like in a bad way, but just because to me that was like, oh, like that's what Jesus teaches us. That's the point. That's the whole thing right there. But everybody's so used to the bullshit you get now that it's like seeing actual real fucking teachings of Christianity in a book about teachings of Christianity. You're like, wow, that's crazy. It's not. It is. It's fucked up. It's fucked up that it's fucked up.
Yeah. It feels a little bit like I'm sure it predates Supernatural, but like the Supernatural effect where it's like, oh, like
this book does not predate Supernatural.
No, well, no, but I mean the effect of like, oh, like here's religious figures and tropes, but oh, they're shitty and not what you expected. We're like, no, like
Oh.
Jesus is very sincere. Like,
Because he's Jesus.
yeah,
That's kind of the whole point.
it's like I like that it didn't, take that kind of direction, but it also wasn't, pushing like Christianity is the big thing. It's the only thing. It's just like, no, it's just a good setting for the story.
Well, I mean, I think that this is. I don't think maybe is that when you read this book the first time. I mean, did you like recognize this as like a religious story? Like, does this
Yeah.
compute to you as like a religious book? Like,
Yeah.
this is a Christian. This is inherently like a Christian. Like, you can't divorce the story
No, you can't divorce
from
the
it
story
being
from its.
a religious. Like, this is not just like I just like would disagree like what Vin said. Like, this is not like a story that just happens to use Christianity as like a part of the story because it's like a good story. Like, this is a book that was written by somebody who like wants to make a story about Christianity. Like, this is inherently you can't
yeah,
divorce.
no, I absolutely
This book
get the
wouldn't
sense that
work
it's like,
if it wasn't about
yeah,
I
like
I
Absolutely
don't
right.
mean that it like could be any other setting. I just mean,
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
like it was like the vehicle with which like they
yeah.
it's
It's,
like with the
to
angels
me,
and
that's
demons,
I
all
mean,
the
to me that's the
paradox
whole
shit and
that's the whole point. I mean, if anything, the medieval setting and the Black Plague are the vehicle to get to the point, which is the religion of the book. Like, the religion is the book. Like, that is the
Right.
point.
well,
Yeah.
what I mean, like it is the story, but I don't feel like like I don't feel like Chris Bowman is like everybody should be Christian now.
no,
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
no,
Like, that's-
he's at
it's
least
not that
decent.
kind of
Maybe
thing.
should.
no, it's not that, but it's
That's
very
the
much so.
story.
You can't read this book ignoring the lens of Christianity in it.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah,
he's telling a story.
Yeah. This book definitely is like
Like,
Yeah,
you
again, like, the
can't
point of the
read
book-
a book set during World War II and divorce the fact that World War II is happening in the background from whatever's happening in the book.
Right.
That's
Oh no, I was
a
gonna
very
say,
relevant
yeah.
point to the book, and I think it's the same here. Like, you can't divorce the fact that there is Christian ideology used as this book's backing themes,
Yeah, but again, it's not the backing theme. Like, it's the whole thing. Like, that's the main theme, right?
Hmm.
Like, the Black Plague is the backing theme.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
What I just
Christian-
meant is like the themes of the book. backing, I didn't.
Oh, okay, I see what you.
Yeah, I didn't mean
Yeah.
backing in that.
Okay,
sense.
I just misunderstood the words you were saying. Yeah, no, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, for sure. It's funny. Like, I actually didn't know that this was going to be such a religious book because you didn't say anything about it when you recommended it. Like, you totally skipped that shit
Yeah.
entirely.
Well, like I said, I wanted to keep it as vague as possible because I really think this book is really fun to read as a first time through.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I know some people in chat really didn't like this book though, which I'm curious about. I don't know if anyone in chat is here who really hated this book. Can you speak up and say like what your main gripes with it were? Because I'm really curious. I am curious for the for the people here in the actual book club. What were your biggest gripes with the book?
I like what V said, when the fourth POV character heard, I was just like, dude, what the
This-
fuck are you doing?
This book does. It's mostly what I said before, right? I have a lot of structural issues with this book as like a piece of text. Again, I think that this guy's liberal use of grammar and diction is nauseating at
Mhm.
worst. And this book is way too fucking long, dude. It
Really?
definitely like, not like in terms of its, yes, this book drags. I don't know, maybe nobody else felt like that, but I felt like this book was dragging on, which is probably why when it got to the priest's brother as the point of view character, and I realized that we were not about to head into like the climax of the story, like I was like, all right, and this is when the climax of the story started to happening. Like, we're gonna get like shit's gonna start really happening now, and then it's like, nope, we have to establish this new character. And I think that was the point of the book when I was like, God, this is taking too fucking long. This is taking so fucking long. Like, it's such a long book. I think like, and I know we talked about it earlier. Like, it is novel, get it. It is novel. The story of the week concept that this book has, but they probably could have done with like maybe 2 less of those. Maybe 3 less of those.
Maybe the tournament arc could have been skipped.
The
Like
tournament, I
obvious
don't know why
filler.
you keep zeroing in on that one. It's super relevant in so many ways that is included. Actually, I mean, I guess you could have skipped that shit out.
Well, I don't know.
That's
I feel like a
literally when we
lot of the
find
stuff
out-
that happens in that like little
Literally, when
mini
we find out
arc.
the priest is gay.
Well, no, not that. I mean, like the presentation. That is the first time we're introduced to the fact that like people who die and are resurrected as demons are resurrected in like this twisted form of how they died. And obviously, there's stuff of like, you know, just like the general ways in which the demons operate in this. But a lot of the stuff doesn't, like, it doesn't really ever come up again that the demons can't operate in sunlight. Like, that's just never brought up again, ever.
Yeah, it is.
When?
Every other time that demons appear.
Not.
That's the
I mean-
literal. That's
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
reason why they aren't just being.
Well,
hounded
yeah,
by
okay.
demons
That's why they
24/7.
aren't out and about during the sunlight. But I feel like that's like,
I mean, it's not like textually brought up again, but like there's a reason that the Virgin Mary statues in the Paris only come out at night. Like
But
that's why they're not just
I
roaming
feel
the
like
streets during the day
that-
killing
okay.
people.
That's my thing, though, is that also explains really clearly that demons only operate at night. So, like,
Yeah.
what else?
Because it was explained earlier.
Yeah, but it's like you would be able to infer that regardless from the fact that they are only operating at night in those chapters.
Yeah, but that was like 200 pages into the book.
That was
That's
not
like
200
way too
pages.
late.
That was a much shorter wait than you're thinking of.
The Virgin Mary thing?
The Virgin Mary thing, yeah, that's much
That's like
shorter.
halfway. That was like-
No, it's not.
No? Yeah, I mean, no, like some of that probably could have been condensed. You're like, I don't know. Like that's like it could have been condensed. I think that the scenes dragged on too long. I think some descriptions dragged on too long. I think that like just the prose I didn't love in this book generally. I think that's why like I think I didn't like the book when I was reading it, but I think I liked it. I think I appreciate it more in retrospect. Like now that I like, do you know what I mean? Like now that we're talking about it, I think I can appreciate the book a lot more. I didn't really enjoy the act of reading it. It was 170 pages. And
Yeah,
see,
no,
that's
it was
like-
not. There
that's
were
almost
only a
what
few
the-
chapters between it, and in those chapters, demons scarcely appear in like a literal form. They're appearing in like the form of sort of people acting cruel. Like,
Well, to be fair, the demons technically were abstracted in the sense that they were controlling statues. You want to get really technical about it.
yeah, well, okay, but also, again,
I'm
just
just-
it's simple. Like, there are so few like instances of the demons appearing between there. I just think your point about that chapter being really essential is kind of overblown.
I didn't really say it was really essential. I
Well,
just
you said it was like very much so not filler for what it introduces, but
But it isn't. It would be You're right that it would be filler if those concepts were introduced first somewhere else, but they weren't introduced there somewhere else. They were introduced here first, which
Okay.
makes that important.
yes, important, but I think that still means like the concepts are not next shown in such a way that you wouldn't be able to realize how they work. And
Yeah,
just I will
But
say,
they weren't.
as much as I like, excuse me, the tournament chapter, I feel like it reads a little bit like a chapter that was put in post-production. Like it was added in after because like the editor didn't think people would understand the concepts we're talking about. I'm hiccuping really bad. Excuse me. But
Boo.
You're being cursed by the demons.
They got
it is demons. But yeah, it feels
Yeah,
like
I don't know. I didn't realize.
I
you felt
feel
so
like it
negatively about
wouldn't
that chapter.
have been if something was going to be cut. I feel like that chapter is what would have been cut to trim down the rest. But
Yeah,
but
it's-
also I do think I personally don't think this book was too long. I think this book was a perfectly fine length. And I think the sort of independent adventures that happen are important to kind of give us a grasp of the dynamic of our main party, so to say.
Yeah, I'm not saying like all of it should have been cut. Again, like I would even be willing to go back on what I said, that like some of that should need to be cut out. It's not even really a length problem, like in terms of actual amount of pages or whatever. It's just that I grate against the guy's diction a lot, because he writes like a fucking psycho. And also, like, again, like I said before, his dialogue is really painful. Not like it's bad dialogue, but again, the way that it's physically structured on the page is painful to me.
I think that was part of my thing, is it was like skill issue on my part. Like because there was so much that the characters didn't know, I felt like I was missing things. So I kept having to go back and be like, wait, what is happening? So the book felt longer for me because I kept having to go back and figure out where the hell we were.
I do think it's very jarring when we get... Is it part 4? Is it literally titled part 4 when they get to Avignon for the first time? Like after Thomas is bathed in the river?
I think so, yeah.
I think that's part... No. I think... Isn't that part... That's like inside of part 3. Isn't it part 4...
No,
isn't part 4 when they're like doing like part 4 is like the whole thing is like sort of the final day, like we are going to
the final part is literally just like the last moments of the final battle, and it's like God Made Answer is the only introduction to it, which is like also personally I just think it's a really good bit of like every part ending with and God made no answer and then just hitting that as the final bit. That shit kind of got me. Actually got me a tiny bit stiff, I'm not gonna lie.
The first chapter of part 4 is of the priest's brother.
Okay.
So it is.
Oh my god. Yeah, right, okay, I do. Yeah, okay, so you're right.
Oh, fuck,
but I do think that comes across very much. It was like we are jumping we are in a different fucking... This is a different beast we are dealing with now, is how that read to me. And I just really enjoyed that, like, jump, and like it changes kind of the tone of how things are being presented. Like, we are following a brand new character now. We are doing some other shit now. Like, there is more going on with higher stakes. Like, that is also the point where we as the reader like get to know what the journey's about. Like, it is a massive turning point for the book.
Well, yeah, because it's the climax of the book, I suppose.
But yeah, I think it works really well, personally.
I kind of got lost here. What was the point you were trying to make?
Just that, like, I think that I remember earlier on you like what you said about the fourth POV character being introduced and it kind of being like a groan moment, but I thought it was a really good one.
That was just me.
Yeah. That was just you being fucking sick of this bug.
It's because it's because I was ready for the book to be like, all right, let's kick it into high gear. Let's get this shit done. Let's get some answers. Let's figure out what the fuck's going on. And then it's like, and here's fucking the priest's less gay, but still gay, shitty brother. I hope you're ready to spend fucking 100 pages with this fucking asshole. I'm not. Are you ready to meet the clown? No, that's the wrong answer.
You don't. You guys want to get off the
not an
option.
To go to off
You get off the plane, send it in the group chat. Like, all right, the clown. Where's the clowns at? Where's the circus hanging out?
You were given one dialogue choice, and it was yes.
Send in the clown.
Are you ready to meet the fucking clown?
You ready to join the circus?
That's rhetorical, by the way.
I appreciate what his brother brings to the table in terms of like being a piece of the narrative and being a foil to his dead brother. But like in the moment when I was reading the book, it was like, and here's this guy. I was like, come on. maybe it's also because I thought it was funny that like the priest, like we said, like the priest's literal dying words were about his brother, and then like 5 pages later, here's his brother. I'm like, the hell? I thought that was gonna be some like, I thought that was gonna be some kind of like a stinger, not like for like a plot thread or anything like that, but like when it's all said and done, like that'll be what Tomas will have to do, like honor his dead, dear friend's last request to, track down his brother and whatever the fuck. No, I mean, he's just here. It's almost stupid how coincidental it is. I mean, Delphine knows. Does Tomas even ever like see that guy? I don't think he does, right? I don't remember.
I think
He never even meets that fucking guy.
I don't think he does. No.
He sees
You know-
him, I think, while he's disguised as.
Well,
the,
yeah,
I don't think, but I don't
but
think
that's
he
he doesn't
knows.
recognize like, oh, this is. I think he recognizes him because I think Delphine probably tells him, but I think he just doesn't really care because I think he is very
got
much
other
so of
other
the
shit's
mind that
going
like
on right
I'm
now.
gonna do this shit myself kind of mind.
We got
you know?
some other shit going on right
Like
now.
he's
Also, that
worrying
guy's
about the
called-
fucking Pope submerged in wine in the basement. He's
Yeah.
worrying about
Yeah,
having
also
to kill these demons by himself. Like
Also, that
he
guy's
doesn't give a
still
shit about the
Nazi.
priest's lame younger brother.
Yeah, I mean, Delphine knows who he is because they have scenes together, but that's not like she doesn't like. I mean, she knows that because Jesus told her in her head,
Yeah.
like because Jesus knows that. Like it wasn't even her talking. Why didn't Jesus just say that? Why didn't he just say I'm Jesus? It would have saved everybody some trouble, right?
Yeah.
So nobody's got an answer for that. Why didn't Jesus just?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Why didn't Jesus just be like, "Hey, I'm Jesus. It's me, Jesus."
Hey, it's me, Jesus.
Jesus. The Son of
To be
God.
fair,
Jesus.
if Jesus said that to you,
Well, they would have called her a witch if she did that.
Yeah.
though.
I say yeah.
I
but
mean,
you
they
still-
called her a fucking witch anyway.
But I feel like calling her a witch because she talks kind of funny and calling her a witch because she claims to be Jesus are like two
Okay,
very
so I'm
different
not.
things.
So not necessarily. Yeah, that's a good point. So she shouldn't have like come out the gate like that. I mean, she didn't even know, right? Like, she didn't know either. She could have at least told her. I think he could have told her something.
I mean, I don't know.
It's not very helpful, Jesus. Like, we're trying to run a business here.
Well, I feel like Jesus probably shouldn't tell like a 13-year-old what's going on. You know.
So,
Like,
but it's okay for him to use a 13-year-old girl as his vessel on the earth, but it's not okay for him to tell her what the fuck she's doing when she's
yes, because he
risking
found a
her
way to
life.
do it without traumatizing her.
I mean, yeah. He
Well,
should've told
no,
her.
he didn't. He found a way to do it and then make her forget that she was ripped in half hot dog style by a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she still was like killing them just from the sheer like holiness of her dead body. She was
Well,
like
what-
burning them
she
as they tried to
literally-
eat her.
The entire host of angels came out of her dead body.
Yeah, well, she
Yeah.
also literally had the blood of Christ in her. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Like, the actual literal blood of Christ, literally.
I think it's really fun that at the very end of this book, after all this doom and gloom and like every fight being like this horrific thing where like Tomas loses some body part or something, at the very end of it, it's like the angels come out and it's just like this fucking like action scene from a fucking action movie where they start slaughtering demons like it's Doom.
Based
I
based-
just think it's
based.
a very like. I think
Are
the,
the only
shift
thing they
change
fear is
very
you start
good.
playing.
The fucking Doom Eternals. But yeah, like. Like, yeah, that was fucked up.
I don't think Delphine had the. I think she probably got the choice, but maybe she
Yeah.
didn't. She's like a child, is the thing.
If she had the
But
choice,
she
she wouldn't
still-
have chosen to forget.
Yeah, like she would
No,
not
I
have
see,
wanted
like-
to forget the priest and Tomas. But I think she was
I-
just made to because it was kind of acknowledged, like, you are a child. You don't need to remember this. Like,
I think she was
Tomas will
raised.
find you. It'll be okay. Right? Like,
Jesus thinks she's a pussy.
Jesus is looking at this
I-
kid like, damn, I kind of fucked you up. My bad.
Mm,
My bad.
I want to believe she was given the choice because that is also a big thing. Like with Catholic doctrine is like because like the fiat, like Mary had a choice.
True.
So like I would assume that Delphine, as serving as the host of Jesus, would have a choice in knowing or in choosing to remember or not. But then again, if she was if that like fiat was taken into account, then yeah, he should have told her that, like, hey, I'm Jesus in you. What's up?
Yeah, there was definitely
So-
like subterfuge going on. Maybe like, I mean, it's never like stated in the book, but you could probably argue like, this was necessary so that the demons wouldn't figure out our fucking plan or some shit like that. I don't know, fuck, right? But I assume like in the beginning of the book, she kind of like the thing with these kinds of things is like like there's a choice, but you don't necessarily understand the choice that you're making when you make it, kind of a thing. Like Delphine is given a sort of a choice at the beginning of the book. Like I think maybe the first time that we get her perspective, where she's like when it's from her perspective of like meeting Tomas and those other jerk offs for the first time, and because like the angel is like basically pointing to like telling her to like go over there and like do that or whatever, right? But like she's not like obligated. She's not being like forced to like follow the angel's direction, right? Like the angel is not making her go over there, right? She's like making the choice to like follow the angel. Do you know what I mean? Like she's making a choice, even though she like says to herself like in that scene, like this is a bad idea. These dudes are gonna fucking rape me or whatever.
Yeah.
Like she literally has like this dialogue in like to herself, like in her head, like this is a fucking stupid thing that I am doing. This doesn't make any sense why I would do this. Like these guys are gonna fucking rape and murder me. But she chooses to like trust the angel and make that choice, and that sort of locks her into this thing. Similarly, again, Tomas has several instances in which he makes choices, and ultimately chooses repeatedly to continue traveling with Delphine and such things, and Matthew makes choices as well. Like those choices are present, but kind of in the way that it's structured in some like biblical stories as well. Like the choice is given, but you're not necessarily made to understand the breadth of the consequences of the choice. The choice that you're making is sort of to trust in the Lord that he is doing like right by you. Do you know what I mean? Like that's kind of like you're choosing to sort of follow your religion. Like that the choice is that you're choosing to follow your religion. Do you know what I mean? So like there wasn't like she wasn't given a choice. She wasn't given a choice in the aspect that nobody sat her down and like explained to her exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But she was given a choice in the fact that she had the free will to walk away and choose not to like. She could have ignored the angels or chosen not to do that in fear of her own safety. But because she chose to, do what she was asked of. Because she wasn't, that's kind of also the whole point. You're not being told, you're being asked of. God asks things of you. God doesn't tell you to do things, except sometimes he does.
Right.
Well, generally speaking, God asks things of you. And by doing what you're asked, that's sort of the point, right? Or at least trying your best. Like, that's kind of how it goes with these sorts of things. That's how I saw it anyway. Like, I feel like she had, like, her choice. Like, she made her choice of her own free will. It's just that the consequences of the choice were not, like, made readily apparent. But maybe Jesus could have given him the Iggy. Just a little bit. Just like, hey, man, it's me. It's me, your boy, Jizzy J.
I feel like Jesus could have guided them in such a way that did not involve them trekking through, like, the most demon-infested lands in the country,
Well...
Like, he maybe could have sent them a sign to get off the raft before they hit the fucking corpse barge.
Well, they were being punished.
That's true, they were being punished, yeah.
I mean,
Jesus
for all we
deciding
know,
to kill the one guy who didn't do anything on that
that's how God
'cause he was
metes
gay.
out punishment, motherfucker.
Yeah.
For all we know, I mean, the places that they went were actually the least bad places to go.
Yeah, right.
A couple,
Like other
like,
places they didn't go to might have been way fucking worse. For all we
they
know,
do
right?
avoid like several towns that are just being fucking decimated by demons. Like there's the bit where it's like literally a chapter ends with them finding a sign of like this town is dead, and the next chapter opens with when they passed this town they saw a demon eating people there and decided to keep walking.
That shit and kept walking. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do about that shit?
Oh, that sucks for them. It sucks for a lot of people, I guess. We gotta go though.
That's fucking crazy, Bretta. Okay, you know what? Let's talk since you brought that up. I wanted to talk about that actually. In complete and legitimate seriousness, this book's relationship with homosexuality. No, I'm being serious.
No, yeah.
Okay, because so it's a choice. There's a choice being made by the author here to have homosexual characters, right? Like nobody's making him make this dude homeboy gay, right? Like homeboy was gay for a reason, right? And I hadn't thought too much about it while I was reading it, but I was thinking about it. And I don't remember, somebody said something and it got me thinking about it. It was somebody in chat. Or like Matsu, like he's gay, obviously, right? Like Tomas and Delphine and Matsu were chosen, like by God, I suppose, to undergo this task. Maybe the most important task any person has undergone, maybe ever, right? Literally ferreting Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, to this anointed battle of demons and angels, so that they could kill all the demons or whatever. I don't know what the fuck actually like metaphysically happened, but like, which would mean that like there's a lot of the book, like a lot of the point of Matsu as a character is that he sort of understands implicitly, explicitly even, that he is a sinner, right? Because he's gay, and also for a number of other reasons, like that he's a shitty priest and a drunk. And he's sort of
just like Firin.
This is just like well, he wasn't gay.
Are you sure? He never married.
No one in Firin is gay, unfortunately, except Fern.
And like the priest in Firin, he's guaranteed entry to heaven because he was part of the hero's party.
That's
Matsu,
right.
When we meet Matsu in the story, his he's sort of given up on life, right? Like he doesn't do his duties as a priest anymore. He's also been exposed to his town as a homosexual, so like nobody trusts him anymore. But I guess they don't have the time to just fucking lynch him or something. I don't know. Do people do that?
I'm realizing like an interpretation that I might be disagreed with on, but I'm like the very first introduction of him starts with him like giving Tomas his last bottle of wine, doesn't it?
Yep.
Would that like imply he was planning to just like kill himself after that if Tomas didn't accept his request?
Definitely possible. Or he would maybe have gone and try to
like do it himself.
Fight the creature on his own. That's definitely possible. Yeah. I mean, we meet Matsu at like literally the lowest point of his entire life. Well, I mean, that's the same as
we kind of meet all these characters at the lowest point in their life.
I mean, it's also it's the lowest point in their individual lives. It's also the lowest point in Western civilization. Like,
yes.
Yeah, well,
it's literally the worst time in human history
to be alive
so far. This is the worst day of my life. This is the worst day of your life so far. Anyway, we meet Matsu at the end of his run. We don't find out a lot about that until way later in the book. We find out that that shit happened not that long ago for him, like a couple of months or some shit ago, like less than a year. I don't remember. So like his life is over. His career, I guess you can't really call it a career. It's not exactly a job, but his service to the Lord is basically a failure. He sucks, and he's fucking gay, and he's gay. On top of all of that, he's gay. So that's crazy, right? And he ends up sort of finding some degree of personal salvation through this quest, even if that ends up killing him. He's sort of, I won't say redeemed through death. I mean, he is, but I'm not saying that because he's gay. I'm saying that because of all the other reasons he's a shitty priest.
Yeah, which are unrelated to his homosexuality.
Which is unrelated to the fact that he's homosexual. My point is that, like I had said before I kind of went off that tangent, is that himself and Tomas were chosen, presumably, or made the choice to participate in this. They were given, I won't say they were chosen, because that kind of goes against what I said earlier. I will correct myself to say they were given the opportunity to do this, and they both made the choice to give their service, right? The fact that Matsu is basically being allowed to be a part of this and is, you know, considered to be part of this and was protected the same as Tomas was to some extent, would be very implicit in this novel stating that homosexuality is not a sin, right? And that this is, I mean, this is a book, right? But like, God is saying through this that homosexuality is not actually a sin, because if God thought that was bad, he probably Machu probably wouldn't be here, right? Like, he's not given, like, he's given the opportunity, like Tomas being a killer and a thief is sinful, right? These things are brought up multiple times by Delphine. Actually, she refutes with him that he calls himself a thief, and she refutes that he's not a thief. But she does, it's again a point that's brought up several times, that he should not be killing people, and when he does kill people, again, it goes very badly for them. But at no point during this ever does Delphine make any comments about Matsu being homosexual, other than actually being supportive. It's Tomas who kind of needles him about it, and even then he doesn't really give that much of a shit about it.
He just like
he just kind of thinks it's funny to be homophobic to him, I guess.
Well, no,
Because
he's
it
like
is.
very much so, when he first finds out, like, properly.
Okay,
He is
I mean,
very
he
much
does-
so like being home. Like, he's very much so like, don't fucking tell me you were like with a man, because I don't want to hear it. Like, I do not want you to tell me that. Like,
But
tell me you were with a... No, wait, no, sorry.
No, it's the other way
yes,
around.
no, you're right. It is the other way
Matsu's
around.
the
But
one
he
who
is
says
like...
that.
He is still like hard on him for that. Like, he's still like, just you know, correct yourself in that mistake you just made and how you spoke. You know,
Well,
correct yourself so I can know you were with a woman.
I think he was kind of yes-anding Matsu in that scene. Like, he was saying, I am, because he tells this story of him, of his sin, basically. And Tomas is smart enough to be like, wait a minute, you're not talking about the woman, obviously. You're saying that you know, that you're gay. And he's like, no, I'm not telling you that I'm gay, because you, as a knight, would not be able to be caught dead with a gay man. Me, I'm gay. And you would have to like there would be consequences for both of us if that would happen. And Tomas, realizing that he is basically saying, please don't ever bring this up. Like, yes, you are right, but we can't openly acknowledge this. Yes, ands him. He's saying, no, I'm telling you, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, that I was fucking bitches. Crazy styles, crazy fucking bitches. And he's like, yes, you were fucking bitches. You fuck bitches crazy, dude. It's crazy how many bitches you fuck. Like, he's not like in that scene, he's like, yes, anding. But like, it literally like doesn't, like, he doesn't ever really treat him that much differently for being gay. Like, he needles him about it. But again, Tomas is just an asshole, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Like, he just calls him shit because like that's just how he fucking operates, not like because it doesn't matter. The point is, Delphine, however, never says anything derogatory about the man being homosexual, and like her spending time and energy trying to correct Tomas's behavior in terms of his swearing and his tendency to try to kill people, but never really doing those things for Matsu in terms of his homosexuality, says to me that this book wanted to clearly make that intention known. Like, this is not, like, do you know what I mean? Like, this is not a sin. Like, that's what the book is like saying. And in a book like this, that I think, like, again, that has such a very clear understanding of the scripture in terms of the writer, like the author, understanding of the scripture and the message of like Christianity, choosing to have a character, a heroic, good character in this story, who is openly to us, the audience, at least, homosexual, and that is not treated as something that is like bad or wrong with him at all. I think that's cool. I think that's a good like thing. Like, I think that's the book's, like, the book has a specific stance on this, and it makes sure that you know that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like in your face about it, but like most other things in this book, it's like, actually, it is pretty in your face about it. They just don't say it in the fucking text because this book trusts that you're not a moron. I assume. But that's really what I wanted to get at, is I think that's good. I guess that's all I really had to say about it. I guess I didn't have as much to say about that as I thought, but I did appreciate that was, you know, in the book, like, yes, there's a reason this character is gay. It's so that we can tell you that God does not think that being gay is bad.
Yeah. No, it is very
Because
nice
literally
how
Jesus
many.
is telling you that literally Delphine has a scene in the book where she Thomas says something. Oh, I think it's that same scene. It's that same scene where he's like, I need you to believe that I was fucking bitches, because if I'm gay, you have to leave. Like, you have to leave me behind. Like, you can't hang out. Like, you have to leave me. And Thomas is like, yes, that's correct. I would have to leave you. And so you're not gay, because that would be inconvenient for both of us. And we're not going to talk. We're just not going to acknowledge it anymore. Like, we both know this is, like, we both obviously know this, but for the sake of sort of the society that we live in, we're just not going to acknowledge this thing. Delphine, at the very end of the chapter, interjects to say that she wouldn't leave him if he is gay, which, I mean, he is, but like, they have this conversation, was like, if I was gay, you would have to leave me. And she interjects to say, I wouldn't leave you if you were gay. Which is pretty cool. Because she's the vessel of the Lord Jesus.
I'm literally sitting here wondering now, is that like meant to be intentionally vague as to whether it's Delphine speaking or Jesus speaking through her? As like, if it's Delphine saying it as like, she's his friend, or Jesus saying it as like, I love you, I will not leave you type thing.
That's a good point. I feel like it is usually made pretty clear when Jesus is speaking through her, because there's like a whole like physical thing that happens. But I'm willing to like, I'm willing to bend the literality.
Let that be vague.
I'm willing to bend the literality of that scene for that interpretation, because I like it, and that's all that I need.
Yeah.
I'm willing to throw out my own rules of how I think the text of the story works if I think it fits my interpretation or the interpretation I like.
I feel like it's like one of many moments where it's just they are of the same mind. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like, why would Jesus choose a girl who he didn't like? If Delphine being okay with a homosexual was sinful, and thus Delphine was sinful, why the fuck would she be the vessel of Jesus? There's multiple times in the story where like characters are talking about like the evil of men's souls or wickedness or whatever the fuck. Like the big guy on the boat. I can't remember that guy's name. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're discussing. There's a point where they're discussing, wickedness or something to that extent, and the tail end of that conversation is basically that guy saying, well, all men are wicked, like, original sin and shit like that. I think he actually does he actually literally mention original sin in that? I can't remember. Did that concept exist yet?
Yes.
Okay, I can't remember if he actually said that out loud in that.
But no, I don't think they said the exact words.
But again, his inclination is that all men have evil in their souls, right? But he says not her. Like, he literally points to Delphine and she says, not her though.
Delphine's the Immaculate Conception round 2.
Delphine seems to be really widely regarded by even people who barely know her as just like morally immaculate, because she's which is probably supposed to be foreshadowing the fact that she's the vessel of Jesus Christ. But like, why, if she were capable, I mean, I guess suppose she is capable of sin. I mean, everybody's capable of sin, but like, if she were a sinful person, why would she be used as the vessel of Christ, right? So even if it's not Christ talking through her in that scene where she's saying, that she's okay with him being gay, you would have to assume that Christ would agree with her on that front. Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we doing here, right? Like, what are we doing here to begin with? If Jesus didn't like agree with the vessel, or I mean, we're just going with that interpretation I said earlier that she is not Jesus, but is in fact the vessel. I mean, that also maybe isn't true. I mean, I suppose that's up to interpretation if she is literally Jesus, like, or not. But either way, like, she is either literally Jesus or like the avatar of Jesus. Why would the avatar of Jesus think that homosexuality is okay if that was not also the opinion of Jesus, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, there's your answer, I guess. Right?
Yeah. I think that's a very fun interpretation that he's speaking through her in that sense, because it does give so much more weight to certain, like, just lines she has. Like, the one of I won't leave you becomes a lot more interesting if you view it through that lens, which I think is fun.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Yeah, there are definitely scenes where she legitimately Jesus is speaking to them like with her mouth. Or that, do you know what was crazy? That the scene when Matthew dies, or like around when he's about to die or is dying, after the boat, Delphine takes the, what was it, like a lute or something? Some kind of musical instrument?
Yeah, and she starts playing a song everyone recognizes.
Everybody recognizes it for different reasons. And later in the scene, the person whose house they're in, the dying old man, asks her to play the instrument again, and she can't because that wasn't her playing. That was awesome. That was like a really good. That was, you know what? I'm gonna say a crazy sentence. That was Jesus's best scene.
So true.
Sentences that have never been said before in the human language.
That
Sentences
Jesus's
only
best
before
scene.
said in fucking Mexican stage theater.
No, you're talking about that was Jesus' best scene. I said that about Jesus Christ Superstar before.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
That was a really good scene.
it was.
And Jesus was the one that was doing that. Thank you, Jesus.
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 Jesus, thank you for playing that shit.
Thank you for playing that shit. Jesus, bust it down for me, homeboy.
Hey, Freebird.
Jesus, crank that thing.
Yo, it's Jay Jizzy on the mic. Pump that thing, butter.
Okay. I think we've been discussing for a while, and we do. I'm wondering, does anyone have any points they want to bring up that they were thinking about that they haven't got to bring up yet? I am turning my head and I'm looking directly at Rin. Rin, what? Bring up something you thought about this book.
Rin has said a lot today.
I know. Sorry.
I've said more things than I usually say.
That's
Rin
true.
has said a lot this
true.
time. Rin
That's
has been
true.
very
Titania, say something about this book.
Titania never says anything.
This book is gay.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Damn. You're gay.
Oh yeah. I'm still
You are
confused
gay.
about
Are gay.
the dying lady who was macking on Tomas while he was dying.
That
I'm
was
still confused
crazy.
by that.
She was just
Yeah.
fucked up. I don't know. That was just.
Yeah.
I forgot about that shit. That shit was crazy.
I've completely forgotten about that shit.
She was sucking on his fucking wiener.
Oh, jeez.
It was pretty crazy at the end of the book. They dead ass were like, those dudes was fucking dead bitches.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, they just stuffed some
That
flowers
shit
in their
was
hair.
so fucking crazy. They're like, yeah, man, they had them bitches put their pussies in the fire
Mhm.
That's right,
to
you do
warm
that.
up
Straight-
to warm up the dead pussy. And I'm like, what am I reading? I literally like closed the book. I was like, I gotta take a good break from this shit. Dude.
Yeah, I think that is very much so a chapter where it's like, all right, I need to
All right,
do
man,
something
I
else
get
for a
it.
bit.
Dude,
Time
shut
for
the
a break.
fuck up.
Tomas ejaculated as he died too.
That was weird. Why did he do that? That doesn't happen. That's not what that is. I don't know why you thought that. He shitted and pissed and fucking
That's
cummed
not a thing
himself.
that happens when just like anyone dies. That's just Thomas in particular did that shit.
Tomas just
Right.
fucking busted his fucking nut crazy style.
He's
When
just
he
like,
died.
getting my arm cut off actually feels kind of good.
Fuck!
Fuck, I wish I could do that again. Shit.
For real.
That shit was crazy. Don't ever fucking do that again.
Mhm.
They took his dick off after that.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jesus was like, no, man. You're
they
not.
quite literally tortured him for eternity after that.
Yeah, he deserved it for that shit.
I'm being a freak.
Yeah, that was freaky.
Like,
man.
nah,
Don't
the
do
rest
that.
of the people at that battle didn't actually get dragged down to hell. It was just Thomas for that shit.
Yeah.
One last sin for the road.
That's right.
Oh, okay. He consulted a CSI person about the dead body, so maybe it's actually true. That's a scary fucking
That is
thought.
not true!
I mean, how do
That
you
isn't-
know?
no one has ever. no one has ever died before, so who can really say? I mean, maybe everybody.
We need to kill someone to find out.
Maybe everybody basts a fat nut when you die, and in 30 years of my life, I've never heard about that except for in this fucking book.
Well, I
Is
feel
the
like
first
okay.
book, the
Alright.
first book ever brave enough to tell you, the church won't tell you this, that you nut crazy style when you just bust a fat fucking nut when you die.
That's right.
That is definitely not how that works, dude.
That's
That's
correct.
not- That is not. You shit yourself when you die because your body's muscles are releasing. That's not how fucking coming works. That's actually quite the opposite. If anything, your dick would get flaccid when you die because your blood would stop flowing.
Well, actually,
You do ejaculate when you die.
Are you just saying that?
You just Google
No,
this?
I googled it. It
Okay,
is
you
a,
can
it
go
is
on.
its own thing called priapism, where certain people. It's not everyone, so kind of
Oh,
right.
so he is a freak.
Yeah, he is a freak.
Yeah.
It's because he didn't get to fuck earlier. He was still
Yeah.
hard.
That's
The whole,
right.
he was hard the
Shit
whole time.
bothered him the whole time. The whole
His
Yeah.
dick was
time.
hard the whole fucking time. Like he was fighting demons and shit, and his dick was hard.
Shit rock hard. That's why he fucking died, because he got distracted
That's
by
why
how
he-
hard he was.
That's actually why he went to hell.
Because he was hard as hell fighting demons.
He was dick ass fucking hard as fuck.
We're not in heaven.
And the devil
They don't let
was
they'll let fucking Matthew into heaven, but not Tomas's freak ass.
Not once.
yeah. Well, Matthew wasn't fucking busting a fat ass nut when he died. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, you know, that shit's crazy. That shit was crazy that was Beelzebub.
Yeah.
I like that they gave you a roll call of demons at the beginning of the book,
Yeah.
like that fucking cat video.
Yeah, just like here's your fucking antagonist for the book.
Like
It is,
literally,
it
getting
is actually really cool that those are the antagonists for like all the big fucking plot points of the book.
Well, that's. I mean, those are the real demons. Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
real demons. I mean, like, those guys are real. Not. I mean, they're not in the Bible. Because
They are not. They are
actually
in
hell isn't actually in the
Arguedia,
Bible.
which I have read.
Well, good for you. Because they're not. Because it's not in the Bible.
They're in the Lesser Key of Solomon.
Grundy.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know
guy
who the
from
fuck
Batman.
Solomon was.
the king.
You
don't know
the king? The king of Israel, Solomon?
Yeah. Oh, is that what he was? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The guy who cut the baby in half? Or threatened to,
Yeah,
at
no,
least?
I didn't know that.
You got that fucking baby in half.
You've never heard of Solomon. Never once.
They've heard of Solomon. They just don't know who he is.
Yeah, I heard of him. Like I said, I read his Lesser Key.
You
didn't
read
know
his
who he
whole
was.
book and you just didn't know who the fucker was?
Yeah, I thought he was just
You
some
just thought
guy
this was a
fucking
book written
drawing
by
demons
some-
and shit. You know?
Just written by some jackass.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Heard of
that's
very,
you didn't
very
you read the
corny
whole
book
book
in
and
the
you didn't
Bible.
bother to Google who King Solomon was?
Why the fuck would I? I was reading that
Why
shit
would you-
because I was like, I was reading that shit because I was trying to make an OC with a demon name. Don't come at me
So
right
instead
now.
of just going to Wikipedia and just looking up names of demons, you
That's
read the
lame.
primary
That's low
You-
effort. I wasn't low effort in my
Low
fucking
effort?
OCs. I
You
wasn't doing
fucking
low
spent
effort in my
so
OCs.
little effort. You couldn't be bothered to even know who shit you were reading.
Why do I need to know that?
What?
The
can't
fucking
even
basis
explain.
for all fucking interpretations of these demons come from this book. So like, why do
Is
I
that,
need
is
to
that
know
if
who the
not
guy who
knowing
wrote it
things is a
was?
competition?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Is that if
you,
not knowing things is a competition?
you probably if you were so invested in the interpretations of demons, but you didn't give a shit about who invented those interpretations,
No.
that makes you sound crazy.
Why do I need to, like, I am aware that
Why
it
are
is a
you, like-
highly influential book. It is a highly influential piece of written
It's
literature.
a religious text. It's not a book.
Look up who wrote the fucking Bible.
Jesus.
No, he didn't. It was his
Lord our
saints.
God!
It was his apostles who wrote the Bible, you faker.
Okay, well,
Phony.
I mean, they wrote the
And
ones that-
they wrote it using, it is called, okay, sorry, is it the word of James? No,
It's not the
motherfucker, that's
word
the
It is
word of
Jesus,
God!
but he did not write it because he was getting
That's the word of God!
He wrote it-
and buried in the cave.
He wrote it through them, genius.
Yes, but they wrote it, not him.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like you do know who wrote the Bible.
Okay, I don't know the names of the specific apostles. I'm sorry.
Name 5 apostles.
Fucking John?
Yep.
Judas?
John, and John.
Judas?
Yeah, that's right.
Judas, Mary?
Judas Priest?
No, Mary's not an apostle.
No.
Mary's not an apostle.
She was not. All right, they were
Mary
just
Magdalene was not an
misogynistic. Then,
apostle.
whatever. All right, fine.
Yeah.
John,
Saint's not an apostle.
Paul, Ringo.
You're naming Beatles. Stop.
You got through all 4 gospels yet. You gave up. You got to 2 days. You're like,
And,
I'm
and
out.
don't forget the 5th apostle, Rongo.
Wrong.
That's right.
We can't forget Blessed Rongo.
Don't forget the Gospel of Stuart.
Fuck is Stewart?
Stuart. You know,
Little?
the 5th Beatle.
Little?
The 5th Beatle.
Or 5th Beatle?
Stuart Sutcliffe.
Stop it.
Oh,
Michael?
That's an angel.
That's an archangel.
I'm literally about to. I know most of them, but I can't think of all of them.
Anyway.
Are we
You research
really trying
techniques
to
are-
name all 12 apostles right now?
Zed has just gone completely quiet, so
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I think we humiliated them into silence.
I think the fact that we're this far off is kind of a sign we should wrap up book
Hey,
discussion.
off.
Guys,
We're talking about the apostles.
guys,
We were talking
That's-
about like
guys.
the names of the demons at the start. Now we're talking about you're
Yeah,
telling me to name
Zebub.
the 12 apostles.
didn't we a few book clubs ago say we were gonna start doing the games at the start of stream?
No, we didn't like that because Zet said that fucking everybody left stream when we did that. So
I said this privately because I thought it'd be rude to bring it up, but yes, we had a severe drop in viewership when we tried that last stream.
sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
because everybody who watches this shit has the fucking attention span of a toddler, apparently.
Hey, plus side.
So
we
why are they
tested
such
it this
hard for the
time.
boring part?
Hey, I said it, you didn't.
The board. This is the main part. It's called the V-Link Book Club, not the V-Link
Dude,
Game
there's
Club.
literally
Okay,
nothing
and this is us
more.
talking for like 3 hours,
There's
whereas the other
literally
part is us playing
nothing-
a video game.
Dude, there is. Have you been here for the video game segments? There is nothing more mind numbing than that shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine as a viewer sitting through that crap.
Right? We got to do the good bits first.
It is so like not the main point of the show.
And then we get to the end of the game, and everyone's upset with each other. And it's like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll see you next month.
The next fucking pray tonight that Rin wins because if either quarter V win, somebody's going to at off guy.
I already won. I'm not
don't-
playing.
I don't.
Oh, that's right, not you. Sorry, Cord. I keep forgetting you've already won. Yeah, me and Cord are
I know.
excused from this
it's,
month's
it's
game.
unlike me.
It doesn't. If I win, that's fine.
Yeah, so
It
it actually
doesn't
doesn't
even
matter.
matter.
Nobody's gonna die.
I don't-
Nobody dies. Everyone lives.
I've never gotten mad because of who wins. I get mad because the fucking games that we play are annoying.
Yeah. Well, tonight it's
Yeah.
gonna be
It's
quick.
never the outcome of it's never like the outcome that fucking pisses me off. It's like the fact that like intellectually drained from having a stimulating conversation about Christian theology, and then we have to play fucking mahjong. We're not doing that because
No, we're not playing mahjong.
because
Thank
you knew I
God.
would beat your ass if we did.
No, because we had to reschedule this, and I didn't want us
No, because
fucking
we would
streaming
as
until
in we
midnight.
would physically beat your ass, not in mahjong. We would come
Yeah,
to your
it's-
Hey,
house.
no, it's
we're gonna
because I
make
would've-
it to
with
midnight
baseball
Eastern time
bats.
at this rate.
Yeah, I
so-
know,
Yeah.
which is why I'm asking, going to ask the big question: does anyone have any closing thoughts they'd like to share on the book?
I don't. I think I've said more than enough, as usual.
I'm glad we could talk about it because I'm enjoying it more like it is, after reading it and having this discussion, I'm finding more and more that I enjoy about it. Let's go to CatholicAnswers.com and look at these 12 apostles. I'm not going to read them out loud. I'm just,
CatholicAnswers.com?
Yeah.
yeah.
What the hell is that?
Oh,
Yeah,
the thing in the river.
yeah. I actually
Thing
do
in the
love.
river
This
has
is
a
like the
website?
most we've talked about, like theory and interpretations of a book so far.
Mhm.
It's really
Well,
fun.
I think this is a
I
very
think our religious
yeah.
trauma is showing.
Yeah.
I don't care. Maybe your religious trauma is showing. I don't have religious drama. I think
None of
well
us have
for
religious
me,
trauma, dipshit. We're just trying to be polite.
it's interesting. It's the most interesting thing about the book. If we didn't talk about theories of the book, we'd have to talk about the plot of the book, which is nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing
A
happens
lot
for
of the book
four
is they
fucking...
walk from place to place, and then Genius shows up.
We'd have to listen to Zett mispronounce French cities for 2 hours.
Whatever.
Abington.
Let's hear some final thoughts from everyone else.
My final thoughts is that Abington is what they would have called it if the English won the 100 Years' War.
I think
That's
this was a
fucking
good
funny
book.
stuff.
That's my final
That was-
thought, and I'm planning to read Bowman's other books at some point. I really want to read Black Tongue Thief. So I'm gonna probably do that after I finish the bullshit romantasy I'm already reading.
Romantic.
Ooh.
I am. I started reading a book called The Second Death of Locke, which I found out as I started reading it. It's romantasy. Oh,
That Locke, like the philosopher,
yeah, like with an E
like
at
the
the
Lost,
end.
like the character from Lost.
I don't know. I've never seen Lost.
Hey, I got a good story to recommend you, buddy. You want to
We'll
talk
do
about
that
Christian?
for the VLit TV Club?
You want to talk about fucking theology? I got a TV show for you, brother. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's called Veggie Tales.
I can't believe we didn't talk about VeggieTales this whole fucking time.
We held
I've been
back.
thinking about it the whole time. We can talk about Veggie Tales later.
We can talk about
Yeah.
VeggieTales later after the announcement in the games.
Oh
So,
shit! The announcement.
The announcement, that's right. Chat,
Oh yeah.
Wow.
it's the 1 year anniversary of the VLit Book Club. What a year it's been.
Yay!
Yay! We made it. We made it a full
Yeah.
year. We made it technically more than a year even because we're kind of late on this stream, but
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah, well, you know.
made it a whole
Yes.
year, and we have been all
we
driven
have
to Zett
we
House
have
to
come
beat them
this
up.
far. We kind of blew our load a little early and made the big bookmark merch our half-year anniversary item. So there's 2 announcements. Announcement 1,
The book club.
a little thing because we still have them left. The VLit Book Club bookmarks are now on sale. They are
Whoa!
yeah, there's only like 5 left, but if you haven't gotten one, now's a good time because they are now only
Please
$7.
buy them. They're sitting in Zett's house.
They're sitting in my house. Please buy them. However, I'm going to say if you're going to buy them,
Right
maybe
now.
wait until Monday to buy them because I have to go to the post office on Monday to double check something, which might, and on top of bringing down the price of the bookmark, bring down the price of shipping to like $2 domestic potentially,
Ooh.
which would mean you're paying like $9 entirely, which is a very good deal. So,
So don't actually buy them.
so you are aware now. I will make an official announcement on Monday about the fact that the bookmarks are on sale. But here's your head notice that they are on sale now for $7. You can get them. If you're going to be an off guy, you can skip shipping entirely and just fucking DM me and I'll give it to you in person along with a book.
Some of us might even draw some shit on your bookmark if you want. If you're
Yeah,
there.
if you see me, V, or Cordelia at off guy,
You won't see me.
you will not see her.
Um,
But if you see
hand
me or
me
Cordelia at off guy, we'll sign your bookmark. I have hiccups.
how are we supposed to? Aren't these things? Aren't they like?
But you can sign acrylic.
Can you? I've never
Mhm.
really tried.
Yeah,
kinda
you can
Sharpie.
use acrylic marker to sign it. You just have to
Oh
let it dry for a while.
Yeah, right. Sure. Okay. Well, make sure you carry an acrylic marker, I guess, because I don't have any.
I do have one. I have it right here. I used it to sign all my photo cards.
Aw,
Here,
Well, I
that-
guess I should probably get one of those, huh?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Shit.
There's a bead in it, so when you shake it, it sounds nice.
Ah.
Mm.
Anyway, announcement 2 for the people who don't have money. We have something for you too. We
It's homework.
we have something. So, obviously, I always feel bad doing merch because it's like I know it's limited and some people just can't afford it, which I feel bad about. And I wanted to do
don't.
something that maybe you can get something merch adjacent
Here.
if you put a little elbow grease in. So, excuse my hiccuping. It's not going to go away. I'm sorry about that. But we are going to announce a special little thing called. Nobody else actually knows the name because I didn't post it in the chat. Well, that's not where it's supposed to be. Fuck! The VLit Book Club Summer Report.
Matt, can you just like hold your breath for like a minute or something?
No,
You
you're
wanna
going
take a-
to
you wanna
get the
take an
hiccups
ad break?
non-stop until I die. And then
Okay, you want to take
it will
like an ad
stop.
break?
Just like 10 seconds to hold your
No.
breath or something.
No.
Stop talking. for
Please?
10
Not
seconds.
happening. Anyway, we have the VLIT Book Club Summer Report. This is an opportunity for anyone in chat who wants it to potentially
God.
win or earn themselves a
Win?
free pair of bookmarks. Not
Free?
these. Free! Fully free! Costing nothing but your effort. That's right.
I didn't sign up on getting these Yahoo's free shit.
That's right. You're going to get these for free. In order to get them for free, you're going to have to do, as you can probably guess by the fucking title of this, a book report. I'm going to post a link in chat right now.
Did you drink something at least?
Oh, never mind.
Can you
The link
please
is not
do
showing up in
something,
chat.
Zed?
You are going to deal with this until we break for game. Unless one of you
I'm
wants to
break-
explain
Dude.
this.
You just got to hydrate redeem. You have to drink water now.
I do have water, actually. All right, hang on. Hang on.
Break your
Hang
neck
on.
is what I'm
getting
gonna
a
break.
You're
glass
being
of water.
forced by chat to
Here.
drink water.
Are
We're
you happy?
waterboarding
There's a
you.
glass of water in my hand, and I'm chugging it. I had to take off my headphones for
You're
that.
talking.
Yes.
So you can't possibly be doing that.
All right, I slammed it. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. I have no more water. There's nothing left. I drank it all. Oh god.
Yeah, I believe that actually.
Drink all the water in the
Anyway.
glass.
Point
Anyway.
is, we have a book report. We have a link to a Google form. You will have until the end of summer to complete this, which
What
is
does that
in September, essentially.
Oh.
What this is going to require from you is essentially you have to read a book. Not a book we
Holy
picked, not a book we've read before, but a book of your own choosing that you want to read. And you're going to
Darn
have to
self,
write
no.
a book report on it. Now, we are not going to make you fill out a physical thing and then send it to us in the mail or anything. Instead,
You can.
you can
That'd be
if you
funny
want.
as hell,
We would-
actually.
none of us would complain.
Send
Would,
all of
but
your
instead, to make it a bit easier, we have a Google form. Like I said, you will have till the end of summer. When does the fall equinox is on
September.
September 22nd. So you've got like more than 2 months to do this. To basically just read a book of your choosing. It can be any book. It can be anything you want. You know, it can be as long as it's words on pages novel, like we've, established as a rule here. It can be anything.
Novella.
A novella, a short story collection. It can be whatever you want.
Be an audiobook.
Yeah, whatever it takes to read a book. We want you to tell us about a new book you've read. And you will have 2 months to do this. And once you do it, you will be given the option to submit a second form, which will be, more personal information, name, address, stuff like that, but separate from the initial form to keep it private. And after that, we will be sending you two paper bookmarks. Basically, they are identical copies of the acrylic bookmarks we sold, but on paper with a different back illustration, actually. And yeah, this is completely free. If you submit this, obviously, take it seriously. If you are obviously doing a bit, we're not going to send you a bookmark. But
How will you know?
yeah, I wanted to do something to kind of try and get people a chance to get some merch if they didn't already. Also, if you don't want to give your address at all, you can also fill out the form and just say, I don't want to give my address, and we will instead send you a PNG file that you can use to print your own bookmark from whatever services you might have near you.
We will send you nothing.
We'll send you something. We are going to send you something.
Nothing.
You
lose.
will get something.
I will send you a fucking pipe bomb, brother.
So yeah, you will have until September 22nd.
September 22nd.
We have some bookmarks now. So if you submitted it like tomorrow, first of all, I'm gonna know you didn't actually read a book. But
Hey, I mean, yeah, they could read a book in a day.
no, they.
What if they were
couldn't.
already? What if they
What
were
if
already
someone-
reading a book?
wait,
Like,
wait.
what if somebody
This
just
could be
This has
finished
to
the
be
book?
okay.
Someone
This has
started
to
a
be.
book, like,
This is.
2
We're
weeks
doing
ago,
honor
and they're
system.
finishing it.
We're doing the honor system. It has to be a new book you start to read after today.
What if I just started a book like 2 days ago?
Doesn't count.
You're a
Gotta
bitch.
start a new one.
I'm saying this like I have to participate in this. Like I don't.
If you
like,
wanna
I
be
don't
a book
Every
group,
question
you do.
we ask Zett is going to force them to keep talking with these hiccups, so we have to end this quickly.
Yeah, right? The
Okay,
longer I
correct.
have to go on, the longer these hiccups go on. So,
Whatever.
yeah. Here's your assignment for the summer. Read a book, fill out this form. I'll make an announcement on all the socials after stream. And yeah,
And after you read the book, go to Pizza Hut and get a personal pan pizza.
That's so
maybe.
true.
Yeah.
What if you bought the merch? I mean, then
Then you can do this and get more. You can give
fuck yourself.
the
How about
paper
that? I don't
bookmarks
know.
away to people you know and spread.
you don't have.
book
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, you
propaganda.
can just do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can
Word of
just
book
also
club.
on the either the September or October meeting, depending on what day it falls on. Probably the September meeting. We will review these. We'll review your book reports, so don't put any compromising information in them.
So, do you know what would probably be a good idea?
What?
Whichever I don't know what month it is because I can't count, but like whichever month it is that we don't have to do a game because all 5 of us have done our books, that would be the opportunity to spend the time to like go over the book reports. So then we don't have to review our own book and do a game and do the book reports.
That is a good idea. We're gonna do that instead, actually,
So whatever month.
which is probably
That'd be-
October anyway.
I think that'd be
Right?
October anyway, right? Yeah.
So it works out just fine, you know?
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Okay, though.
And we are going to grade them. Like you guys are going to get a grade. You also have to reply to 2 of your classmates on fucking
Blackboard.
Canvas.
Blackboard.
You gotta go on Blackboard,
Campus.
reply to your
Fucking,
classmates.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to comment on 2 of your
Yeah,
classmates.
they gotta be
reports
good
on
comments too.
Campus. Yeah, they got to be good comments. Like I need at least 3 sentences. Don't bullshit it.
Gotta be a paragraph minimum, you know?
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
This is
short
worth
response.
50% of your grade.
This is worth just the comment is worth 50% of the grade. Yeah.
Okay, though.
We will not be critiquing them, by the way. That seems.
Yeah,
really
no, we're
mean,
not
so
critiquing it.
we're
We're
not
just gonna
gonna
review it
critique
to
them.
kind of see it and get an idea of like, here's what, you know, we just want to see what you read, basically.
We will not. I
And maybe-
promise. I
we will
promise
not
we
make
gives us
any
ideas.
comments about what you read. You can
I
read.
promise we will not critique you on stream.
You
Like, we
can
will not be doing
read My Little Pony fan fiction, and we will not critique
It's-
you.
Well, I was bored of saying that we won't critique like your writing. Like I'm not gonna like we're not gonna critique like if you write your report or whatever. Like we're not gonna like.
Oh, so we
This
are
is not
going to
gonna be
critique
like-
them if they read fucking Ball Equestria?
Okay, I mean I might make a comment about the book they choose to read if I think it's funny, but I'm not gonna like. I'm not going to like. We're not gonna be like this was poorly. Like your book report sucks. I'm not gonna like. We're not gonna say that.
Okay.
I just want to like. I just want to like reassure people like to make sure like if anybody is like, well, I don't want you to like fucking read my book report in front of people and like that would be like scary or embarrassing. Like we're not gonna like. Also, maybe
I
we
will
just put
never
something.
put anyone down for.
If you like legit, like if you
Yes.
want to participate and you like legit, like do not fucking want anyone to read it other than like Zett or whatever. Like if you want the merch or like you want to participate, but like you don't want us to put it on stream like at all. Then just write something in the report. Just like write something on the
Yeah,
Google
there's
Doc or
a
whatever
final
that's, like-
reply that basically asks for your closing thoughts. You can just put in there, like, don't show this on screen,
Yeah.
and we won't.
If you like, if you want to participate, but you do not want your like book reports to be public, just tell us that. We'll
Yeah.
honor that. And also make sure we know who you are. There's probably like a name form, and I haven't looked at
Yeah.
the sheet.
Did you not look at? I sent it to you. Did you not look?
I've been busy all day, man. Like
I sent
legitimately,
this
I've
to
been out
you
of the house.
yesterday.
I was at work yesterday,
All right.
and I've been busy. I've had a really hard day. Okay, get off my ass.
Okay.
Let's get on with it.
Let's get on with this. Let's move on to the next point, which is the game.
The game.
We're gonna take a short 5-minute break and then come back with the you know, we were gonna play Mahjong, but we didn't. So next closest thing, as close to a game about the plague as we can get, we're gonna play some Nightmare Card. See you
Yay.
in a few minutes.
Oh, that's
Uh,
why you did that. Huh?
Yeah. Okay, bye.
All right,
In
bye.
For a few minutes. welcome back to Nightmare Cart. Rin is tiny and on my head now because they they don't have enough USB ports for the controller and also the webcam, so they're on my head for now. But yeah, so Nightmare Cart, pretty simple. It's Mario Kart, but with Bloodborne characters, but not actually Bloodborne characters, because Sony's kind of... Exactly. And yeah, so let's get right into it. I'm going to be in the game, however, I will not be playing. Did you just disconnect your controller? Who just disconnected their controller? I don't have a DualSense, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, somebody's DualSense just disconnected. Somebody is connecting and disconnecting rapidly. Okay, it's no one. Okay. You gotta stop backing up into me. I'm warning you. Well, alright, chat. I'm the skeleton up in the corner. I'm gonna just go my way. I'm gonna just explore this level, because I haven't really had time to explore it before. Everyone else, look at anything but the top left screen and cheer folks on. There's no Discord audio. I know. Well, do you want the game to freeze or do you want there to be audio?
The fucking enemies are still walking across the screen.
Okay, we're back.
Gives a shit. Like this.
Look,
There's
it's
no
fine.
Discord audio. Like the audience can't hear it, or like
The audience couldn't hear you for a sec,
The
but it's fine.
audience
There wasn't much happening
Oh,
anyway.
they couldn't hear us. Well, that's okay. You were the only one talking anyway. Like, I was actually gonna tell you to shut the hell up
Oh
because
my
you're not
God.
participating.
You're
in
not
the game.
playing. Stop talking.
So I'm just enjoying. I'm just out here enjoying.
Shut up!
No, fuck you.
What happened?
So what the fuck am I supposed to do with the 100 pistol when I'm in first place?
Nothing.
I'm gonna-
You drop it or you just show it off.
I don't know.
I'm just shooting the ground. Fuck it. Hi, Cleric Beast. Oh, fuck!
Hi, Claire Beast.
Y'all still only on lap 1?
Will you shut?
Shut the fuck up.
Will you stop
I'm out
backseating?
here color
What
commentating.
car, you fucking hoe?
We're literally not on lap 1. None of us are on lap 1, you fucking idiots.
Well, you were a second ago, I hate to say.
I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, I'm not.
I
gonna
was
wait
literally
till
on lap 2 when I said when you said that. So
Okay.
Zett has to be in this game because that's how the game works, and so they've decided that they need to fucking backseat everybody.
Well, my bad. I thought you'd enjoy some color commentary.
Has anybody ever enjoyed color commentary?
maybe if the commentary was colored.
Who's at
Dude, I
first
look-
right now? Who's the hunter?
Me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Dude,
Why the
I
fuck
like-
is there a lever action shotgun in Nightmare Car? There's no lever action shotgun in Bloodborne.
Fuck.
There was in the like the prototypes for Bloodborne. I think that's where they're getting this from.
How did we
Project
fucking? Why
Beast.
did we lose the fucking lever action shotgun?
Well, because I think they like decide like that was like in like the Project Beast stuff, and then I think they sort of switched it more to be like gun in the offhand type of.
Yeah.
Dude, the frame rate is what's going on.
Whoever I just passed was going the wrong direction.
Yeah, because the fucking like game like shit itself. Now I was like winning.
Guys, I got a Galaxy's End. Should I use it?
No. If you
Fucking
use
kiss
that,
my
we will
ass.
literally. I will literally stop going to book club.
I will.
I will quit book club if you use that fucking blue shell.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Wow.
Well, it's fine.
Well, this is why you pick the fucking hunter with the motorcycle.
All right, are we done?
We are done. So that's Titania. Winner. I'm gonna just alt
Yay.
tab out of this. I don't even care if it kicks y'all asses out.
That was annoying.
Anyway, that's Titania with the win, which means next month's book is going to be, if I can find it, Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. The great American novel, as she described it.
Well, it's not just her that describes it like that.
Well, yes, a lot of people describe it as that. But her as well.
Sports Illustrated.
Yes, okay.
Everyone next to me on the plane on my way to Offkai will be like, "Well, performative reader over here."
It's gonna be the same for me, I fear. At least it's short. This one's really short, so everyone will have lots of time to pick their book for the book report, right? Right?
So
That includes everyone in book club, by the way. You're not getting a bonus bookmark if you don't do that.
don't want a bonus bookmark.
I don't. I got one bookmark. That's fine.
I'm good.
You don't
thank
want
you.
more to give to your friends and family as like
I don't have friends.
I don't have family.
you have family.
No,
I
don't.
know. We all know. Give it to them and have
But when
them
are
give
we
it to their
meeting on this
friends. What?
What's the next meeting?
Next meeting. I guess it'll be like
End of
August 22nd, maybe?
What?
Yeah, I just know
my
I
library
No.
system is in our book club that keeps putting things on hold before I can.
That's the. I'm not doing that weekend. That's my birthday.
Oh, okay. August 29th then.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
shoot.
fine. I can't do the weekend after, so the
That's
29th is fine.
perfect, because that's
The weekend after would be September. so-
Yes.
Mhm.
Wait. I don't know if I can do that. Well, you know, we'll find out down the line. We'll find out
So
if it
the-
has to be a
the next-
Saturday or Friday. It'll be okay.
The next book club meeting will be at the end of August or
Yes.
possibly early September.
Yes, correct.
So you have slightly longer than usual.
You had
Because-
much longer than usual for this book, for the past book.
Mhm.
But it should be fine because this book's pretty short. This is like 300 pages. Nice brisk read compared to Between Two Fires.
Between Two Fights is like only like 120 pages more than this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it feels heavier, I feel like.
So you agree that it's a long. So you agree
Well, I
that
agree
it's a
that
long.
it's long, but I don't think it's like unbearably long. I think it's
Didn't
a
say
pretty
it was a-
reasonable length.
I didn't say it was unbearable. I didn't use that word.
I feel like you implied.
I bared it.
You did bear it.
All
Just like
burdens are
Mary
unbearable.
bared the...
Nope. No.
Just like
Oh,
Mary
God.
bared the child Christ.
No.
You
no.
bore this book.
No.
Well,
Well.
well,
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 well.
Well,
Blood Meridian Suxawusha title? Is that true?
I don't think
that's
that's
true.
No,
I don't think that's
true.
That's very much not true. No.
That might be the least true thing anyone has said
I guess
today.
we're all gonna find out when we read it. Oh.
I don't have to fucking wait to read it to find out. That's definitely not true.
You never know. The
you
influence
think
of
No,
trying to go.
I think we can say very, very certainly that
Yeah.
it's not a wuxia.
Well,
Do you think Cormac McCarthy wrote a wuxia?
yeah, maybe.
I don't
Listen,
think that's true.
That's
I don't think
that's
they
in
had
contention
wuxia back
now.
then.
That's in contention now. I fear. That's
No,
What
it
is?
isn't.
yeah,
No, it
is.
isn't.
no,
Yeah, it
because
is.
it's
What's in contention?
Because of the
That they
It's
setting.
a
didn't
wuxia.
have- It's not.
It's
Okay,
not.
then it's a sencha.
It isn't.
I feel like we're gonna have a strong debate about this at the end of August.
If you bring this up,
If you
I
fucking
will-
say it's a wuxia, I am quitting book club.
I will fucking break your legs.
I will make my next fucking book the entirety of Journey to the West just to make you suffer if
Okay,
you call
that'd
this
be
shit a
based,
wuxia.
though.
That's a wuxia.
That'd be
That's
based
a
though.
No, it wouldn't. In Chinese.
In Chinese.
Chinese, so the only one who can read it is fucking Cordelia.
That's right.
it'll still be a struggle for me to get through that.
Fucking next book club is just Cordelia alone in the room talking
I'll make it
about
fucking water margin if you push me.
All right. Well. All right. Anyway,
Brian, you can fucking read that on your own for the book report.
that's right. You have a book report. If there's any books you want to read for book club, you can read them for your book report instead, and we'll talk about them. You know, it'll be great.
Yeah, we'll talk about it because we'll like get the book report, and all fucking 5 of us will be like, I don't know what this is.
Like, damn, yeah, this sure is some. Yeah,
Yeah,
all
that's
right,
fucked
whatever.
up. I don't know what that is. Yeah. All right. Next.
Next, that sounds boring. Next. We will not do that. We will not
We'll not
actually
do
do
that.
that
We'll
at
not do
any
that.
point. At no point
We'll
will
not
we
do
do that.
We'll not do that.
Anyway,
Wow.
yeah.
Anyway.
So, does anyone have any announcements to make?
Yes.
Yes?
No.
Anyone else?
Sentai movie Sunday tomorrow.
V, I feel
I'll
like
be at
you
Offtopic.
actually stop. I think you do have an announcement, V, to make. I
What,
feel
go
like
to
you have
Off-
a pretty big announcement.
I'm gay. I'm pregnant?
Whoa.
What? That I'm going to
Girl of the
Offtopic?
merch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Chill.
You know.
Now.
It is-
No.
No, I'm not going to shield at these people.
But chill.
So
I literally didn't understand what you were trying to tell me. I was like, what are you thought that I'm going to off guy? Like,
No, that you have merchandise that you can pre-order right now.
can you just shout me out? Can you shout out my Twitch? What do you want me to do? Like read out the fucking like
I want
URL?
you to say that you have merch and like
have
Hey
merch.
explain
guys,
it.
guess what? Guess
have
what?
merch.
V has a merch set coming out, and pre-orders end at the end of August. So get on that.
You know, I don't really like shilling. And also, anybody who's here who would buy the merch would already know about it because I shill it every fucking 5 days in the server.
Where the fuck is it?
So if there's anybody in your audience who would be interested in buying my merch and they weren't in my server, there's nobody. They don't exist. There's no such person.
That person isn't.
That person doesn't exist. I don't have to shill it. Like everybody who's here who would like care is already. You can still what you buy another one. Go buy another copy.
Here, this is the merch
Wow.
that she's refusing to shill.
wow.
So you can
It's
see
just-
it. King Joe not included.
It is
I
included.
can't wait until I can get my little V plushie and I can fill it with milk and throw it against the wall.
That's right.
Yeah.
We will all be
Yeah.
doing that. We forgot to
Not-
make food for this meeting. We were supposed to get wine drunk and get the plague.
Oh, no! You guys! I did get wine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, where's that been all night?
In my tummy.
I had a cucumber lemonade from the Cheesecake Factory.
Hold on.
Does that count?
Sure.
Ooh, Cheesecake
have
Factory.
one.
Yeah.
Did anybody get any fucking like monkey brains or
I
whatever the
had
fuck?
something else.
They were
I
eating
forgot
fucking
about
monkey
that.
brains and that shit, weren't they?
I told you that shit was important.
Goddamn.
They ate monkey brains.
They sure did.
Well,
Well,
any other announcements?
I have a merch set.
Oh my god.
Nice. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, tell us more.
There's a bunch of stuff and it costs $50.
Hey, when do those pre-orders end?
August 31st, I think. They end where I say they do. I don't fuck.
Fair.
Whenever I fucking feel it, I think it's the end of August. I said right.
Yeah. I
Go
was
on
just trying to
my.
mess
You
with
can go on my Twitter account, and there'll be a link. It's like pinned. There's a link to it. You can buy it. It's $50 plus shipping.
Yeah. Go follow the link in the shout out to find her channel page and then find her merch set. I showed it on screen a second ago.
Also, I feel like most people have already bought. They have already ordered their merch. Like most people already have.
Well, if anyone missed it for whatever reason,
Get another one.
get another one. Get two so
Buy
that you
two.
can actually put the plushie in milk.
I wouldn't recommend
Yeah.
doing that.
Buy 2 sets and put your second plushie in a jar of milk and leave it for a year and see what happens when we come back for the 2nd year anniversary of the V-Lit Book Club and report back to us on your book report what happens to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone
You're not
else?
gonna get black plague. You're gonna get black mold.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Don't
As long as you don't
any of
open the
that.
jar, it's like fine.
Don't do any of that stuff.
What's the deal? Who else has things to say?
What's the deal with airline food?
Does anyone else have announcements they'd like to
I
make?
have a merch set.
Not yet.
I'm pregnant.
Tanya's
Okay.
pregnant.
My announcement, reminder, me be at Offkai.
You're pregnant.
Me pregnant with,
Yeah.
yes, that's the announcement. Yes, I will be
You're pregnant.
going missing in 9 months for real
The
this time.
baby is Knife Man.
The baby is Knife Man. Don't look away.
Don't talk about that.
Don't talk about Knife Man.
Don't talk about
Anyway,
Knife Man.
yeah, reminder, if you want to buy one of the discounted bookmarks, wait until Monday
Right, wait until
for the
Monday.
announcement that shipping has been decreased in price. Or DM me if you're going to be at Offkai, and I will give you one in person. And if you're going to be at Offkai, and you see us at Offkai, consider saying hi, and we might
Do not
sign-
approach.
Do not approach me, but me and Cordelia will be there. You can approach us and say hi, and
Yeah.
we'll sign your merch.
Or not. I don't know.
Or not.
Whatever
We
you
might
want.
not. We might.
We'll
we
sign
might
it
just
if you
like
fucking
stare at
like it
you
or
until
not,
you walk away.
motherfucker.
Honestly,
I don't want it to be signed. I don't give a shit.
like if you come and approach us, we might actually just stare at you, like really uncomfortably, until you like walk away from us.
I might just stare at you guys until you guys get uncomfortable and walk away. I don't know yet. I'm scared.
Cordelia, that's
Yeah.
like more alcohol than the size of your body.
We're all
What the
gonna
hell?
meet at Offkai, and it's gonna be this really uncomfortable standoff until all of us like walk away, and we're never gonna talk for the rest of the con.
Cordelia has posted a picture of her standing next to a giant goblet of alcohol.
It's only giant because my standee's so little.
That's
That
what they
is
all
more alcohol than you have space in your body. That will
that's
kill.
that's what them big ass vats them bitches was in and fucking
They pulled the Pope out of one of those.
they pulled the Pope out of some bitch, yeah.
Okay, so since Titania won the game, she gets to pick the raid target for tonight.
And she's pregnant.
She's
And
what the fuck did you do?
What? I didn't do it.
Yeah, pregnant.
You're
Damn,
pregnant too.
damn, that's crazy.
Pregnant with a good book.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Let's fucking raid the bunnies again.
The
Oh yeah,
bunnies.
baby.
You don't want to
Do
raid
it.
anybody else. There's no like small
Dude, it's
VTubers you want to
11
raid.
p.m.
There's a lot of people online.
It is almost midnight, and the only streamers that we could raid are people who are so big that I would feel embarrassed telling
Okay,
us
yeah,
to raid
go-
them.
Well,
Go
you gotta
raid, bro.
start following some smaller fucking streamers. Where's the send
Yeah,
me
let's,
the
let's
bunnies?
fucking go raid Cleo Ite with 1.3k.
Well, you said it.
That's
Yeah,
no,
let's do
no,
it.
no,
We said it.
no,
All
no,
right,
no, no,
Tanya wants us to
Okay,
raid a Face
okay,
Connect
so-
streamer.
okay.
Well, I wouldn't have seen it coming, but all right, guys.
Take it back.
So you'll fucking do it when she says, but when I made you fucking raise somebody who has like 500 viewers, you fucking cried.
I literally did it.
Yeah, but you cried about it.
Yeah.
Why don't you go read fucking GDQ?
It's her. All right, who are the? Send me the fucking bunnies. Where are they?
You know the.
That's not the bunnies. That's Rin in a glass. I need the bunnies if you want me to raid
Holy
them.
shit! Rin's dead.
Rin's
Yes.
Dead.
fucking heal up is crazy.
Bless up. Bless
Tanya.
up, Sissy.
Yeah.
Give me the link.
You need to send me the
Give
bunnies.
fucking link so we can end the goddamn stream.
I don't remember what the fucking channel's name.
Oh my god.
I got it. Jesus Christ. I hate
Thank
all of
you.
you. Guys are so.
Chat, if you see us at Offkai, consider killing us.
Not me.
Hey, I won't be there.
That's
Well,
right.
the good fucking thing.
Town. It's called Fluffle Town. That's the channel.
Fluffle
Yeah, I
Town.
got it.
Okay, we're rating Fluffle Town.
We have more viewers than they do. That's crazy.
All right, everyone go and look at some bunnies. All right.
Holy fuck.
Yay.
Thanks for
Edward.
coming. Thanks for supporting the VLit Book Club for 1 year. It's been really fun, and I can't wait to do more.
You should probably post.
We'll
something,
have actual celebration things in the future.
we will.
Maybe. Okay,
Yeah.
goodbye. Bye. Everyone say goodbye.
Hi.
Alright, what Silver? What do we do?